This is Uneducated Sports Talk. Stay smart, stay uneducated.
Welcome all sports fans and everyone across the nation. This is Tuesdays with TJ, episode number 30. That's right, TJ, the big 3-0. I'm your host, Carlos Clayton. My beautiful co-host, Miss Phyllis Jr., a.k.a. PJ, but y'all know who she is already. And, of course, the man of the evening, the big homie, TJ. We all call him TJ Tracy at 2378. What's up, my brother?
What is up, everyone? I hope you're having a fantastic week so far. Every day we get a bit closer to the fun of the draft, and it's going to be a chaotic one. Got a feeling it's going to be absolutely chaos.
I'm bonkers about it, man. I'm bonkers about it. Yeah,
Yeah.
before we get started, y'all, represent your ride or die NFL squad. Rep your team because this is our 2024 NFL mock draft, you guys. Round one, we're doing all 32 picks from start to finish,
Oh
ladies and
yeah.
gentlemen. That's right, y'all. So,
I didn't know about this. No, I'm just checking.
oh, I hope so. You create the banners, man. TJ, tell them all about it, man. How we gonna break all this down, man? Let them know the rules.
Yeah, that's good. So I've just quick breakdown. We both came up with our mock drafts, didn't we? And then we decided to come together and compare ours and flip a coin for whoever won the coin got on our draft. Somehow Carlos was the master of all coins that day. Just kept winning, just kept winning. So what you're watching is Carlos's draft. Uh,
We got a few
but
sprinkles of TJ in there, some big
Carlos
sprinkles.
sprinkles. But we should have a little banner with a name of the. When it comes to the player, we'll have their banner, the team, picture of them, their score, and a couple stats. And O lineman, because there is no stats for O lineman. There is couple information facts there, so that should be fun. Also, I hope I sound okay. Trying out new headphones that aren't falling apart like my red ones. So if they sound okay, fantastic. If not, I'll revert back. You're just about to get a picture of a Ginge. Hello.
Hey, what's up? What's
There's
up,
a
kitty
Ginge.
kitty? Yeah, if you guys can hear TJ well, give me a thumbs up in the chat. Give me a
Yeah.
thumbs down if you can, but I can hear you perfect. But of course, I don't count, obviously. I don't count, but I hear you perfect though. You sound good to me.
Awesome.
So you guys let me know if you're in there. So we got some folks in the building right now showing some love. Let's shout them out, shall we? PJ, we got the AJ show is back in the business. What's up, AJ? Always good to see you, man. He is back live and living color, showing love. Said, what's up, buddy? Just sending some love. Hit the like button, y'all. Yo, smash that like button. We're going for 30 plus likes for today's stream. I actually put a like mark on today's stream. So 30
Ooh.
plus likes, y'all. So smash that like button for your boy. We appreciate that. Yeah, we got a thumbs up by Infinity Productions. He says, we're good, bro. We're
Yes.
good. We're good. Thank you,
Fantastic.
Infinity. We appreciate it, bro.
Thank you.
We got Normal Guy says he's the 10th like. So what up? What up, Normal
Hey.
Guy? Peter said, what's up, NG? And what's up, AJ? Good to see you guys. And we got Sticks of Maine says, this will be good. He's excited about this one. I know it is. It's going to be great, y'all. And, of course, we have Dave McKeon showing love. It says, AJ had to make a new channel again. Hey, all right, gotcha. AJ, keep on with new channels. Hopefully one sticks this time. Shout out to AJ, though, man. And speaking of Infinity, we have Infinity Brushes in the middle. It says Jaden Daniels, number one. Oh, all
Ooh, maybe.
right. You never know,
Maybe.
right? You never know. Guys, we're at 19 likes already, so I thank y'all for that. Keep smashing that like button. We're only, 11 away from our goal of 30 already, so let's get it, man. This is a good one.
Good, good.
This is a NFL mock draft. Represent your ride or die squad. Rep your team is down below, y'all. Rep your squad. I want to hear who your team is and what do you think your team should do for the NFL draft if you guys have one, especially in the round of one. Let your boys know, man. We appreciate that.
Definitely.
All right. Crazy NFL, right? It's never a dull moment. We got a lot of crazy stuff going on.
Hmm.
But obviously, to fill in all that craziness when there's a little bit of non craziness, we had to do this mock draft. It's kind of been in the broom for the last couple weeks, you guys. So thank y'all for being
Yeah.
patient about it.
Can we have the Saints drafting a QB from Infinity? Wow.
So,
Oh, do you really want any of the QBs that might fall to the Saints? That's the question.
man. Please. I tell you what, so like TJ said earlier, you guys, these are picks that this is not what we hope is going to happen. This is what
No.
we believe these teams are going to actually pick. So,
Hmm.
these aren't what we want from these particular teams or we hope for. No. These are what we believe the other teams will pick for themselves. So that's where we're going right now. So, and on top of that, this is a straight round, no trades. No
No, no, no,
trades
no,
at
no,
all.
no.
I got Volcano says, my man, what's good? Volcano, how you
What's up,
been, man?
Volcano?
Hit that like button and represent your ride or die squad, Volcano. I don't care what team it is. I don't care what sport. I don't care if it's high school, college, or pros. And of course, represent your NFL team as well. Sticks Mason Saturday, the Giants quarterback preferred. I am too old for another year of Daniel Jones. Oh, oh,
I
I feel you, bro.
think I think that might be your option. Well, who did you pick up? it was a weird QB you picked up. You've got a
Because
QB battle. It's
Todd
not
Taylor's
like
gone from New York now. I know that.
Tyrod Taylor's gone. They
Yeah.
signed a QB, which was very funny. Very funny to me. Hold on, I've got to Google this because I laughed a bit because they're going to have a QB battle
Not a quarterback
between Daniel
battle.
Jones with. Hold on. Da-da-da.
Because I heard the Chiefs just signed Carson Wentz.
Yes, they did sign Carson Wentz. He was the Broncos QB. He was traded to Seattle.
Drew Lock.
Drew
Yeah.
Lock is signed with the Giants, so you've
Yeah.
got an option between Daniel Jones and Drew Lock.
Oh, Drew Lock gonna
Pick
win
your
that.
poison.
Drew Lock gonna win that. Yeah, he gonna win
Wow,
it.
really?
Drew Lock gonna win it. I can bet my bottom dollar. I'm not betting my bottom dollar, but still, not betting that. But I think Drew Lock gonna win that battle. I don't.
Really?
Yeah, yeah. I think old head coaches had enough of Daniel Jones. That's what I imagine. Let's go.
Yeah.
Thank you, Sticks. Man, he said Drew Lock. Yeah, thank you, Sticks.
Yeah, Drew Lock, yeah.
Yeah, and if it says, oh, what we believe, got it. I got the Saints draft an injury-prone offensive lineman that can't block us. So Don Wells either O line or it's gonna be probably DN for the Saints because that's what he's looking like with the injury news of Ryan Ramczyk. Now things are
Ooh,
kind of converted back to O line maybe for the Saints, and there's a lot of really good O linemen in this draft, so uh, they might go that
what,
route.
what happened to Ryan Ramczyk?
Uh, just that his injury is not getting better and he's not
Oh,
healing properly, so he's probably gonna miss at least the majority of training camp now. At first, it was almost like
oof.
he'll be back for training camp. Now he's gonna miss a lot more training camp time and maybe even preseason, all of it. So yeah, but the Saints are still hopeful that he can make a full recovery before the season starts. But I don't know, man. Injury prone like a mole, the last couple years now. So
Oh, really?
nothing to really go crazy over. So they do go line. I don't blame the Saints as well. And of course, we got like our Trevor Penning issues where he's still not developing like we want to. So a lot of that going on. So
Fun, the
yeah.
joys.
All right, man. If you guys are ready, we got Big Jim's American Dreams is just stopping by to drop a light. Big Jim, what's good, man? Yes,
What's up?
sir. What is up? Thank you for hitting that like button. Appreciate that. Yeah, we are at 20 likes now on our road to 30, so we're just 10 more
Ooh,
away from
doing
that.
well.
Let's go. I'm excited for that. You guys are awesome, man. And we've got 8 watching right now from YouTube, so keep that grinding and keep hitting that like button and that subscribe button as well. And we appreciate y'all for the love and support, man. All right. So any questions from here on out, y'all? If you want to ask them, just wait till the end of the stream when it's
Hmm.
closing time, and we will gladly answer every single question. Keep the chat rocking and rolling among yourself, you guys. We're gonna break down this NFL mock draft, and if someone wants to donate via super chat or cash app or whatever's on the screen, feel free to. And then if there's a question with the super chat, we'll obviously answer that because that's just freaking awesome.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. That'd be really
They
awesome.
just hurting after the Defenders lost on Sunday, but that's just week 1. You got 9 weeks to get together, man. 9 weeks. It was a good game though. And the Brahmas are nothing to sneeze over. That's my squad.
Yeah.
That's my
Oh, you
squad.
going for Brahmas, are you?
Yeah, yeah. I went from
That
last year,
makes sense.
and they sucked their ass. So I went from last year, and I was like, they were bad, but this year they look good. I ain't gonna lie. So I was very happy to see them look good on offense for a change because last year was horrific. So all right, let's get it, man. Are you guys ready? So
Ooh.
here we go, y'all. The draft is coming up. This is our NFL mock draft. Once again, before we get started, this is who we believe these teams will pick, not what we want them to pick. We're not biased towards any team except the Eagles and the Saints. But anyways, uh, but still, this is what we believe these teams will pick in the NFL draft for the round of 1, you guys. So let's
Yeah.
get it, man. On the clock, the Chicago Bears. And about this squad, they need all the help. Look, it was funny when I saw this, TJ, and it said Chicago's pick via Carolina.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh my God, Carolina could be sitting pretty right
Hmm.
now about to draft their God tier quarterback. Maybe. Maybe.
Would they really? Like, they got Bryce Young. Would they draft Caleb Williams
No.
or whoever that is?
No, if they had
If,
this if they had this pick. Oh, that's a good question.
If they
If
had,
if
because obviously they'll still have Bryce Young.
if they had this pick, would they go quarterback?
Mm,
Honestly, I would say yes.
still, oh
I mean, they
wow,
would. I think they would get him and ship off Bryce Young for about a third or fourth round. Well, I lied. The way he played, it was like a 6th round pick. So they,
sixth round
they,
from the number one pick overall to
I,
the sixth round
bro,
of the next year.
I'm just saying, if they had a pick somehow, they probably would be thinking very, very long and hard about this. They probably would have made a move
Damn.
already, right? Probably made a
Yeah,
move already to get him.
damn, Christ, that shocked me because I like if this was how it worked, the Panthers still had number one. Surely the logic thing would be trade back, get some of the trade compensation back.
Right, right. Oh yeah.
Sort of what the Bears did when they still thought Justin Fields was the guy.
If this is no way they would give it that fast, and you're probably right, Infinity. You're probably right. You're probably right. But still, at the end of the day, man, and look, honestly, the coaching staff was stupid and a lot of craziness going on. The GM, the owner, he's beating up people and throwing drinks on people. So yeah, a lot going on. So yeah, you're probably right, Infinity. They'll probably give him obviously another chance. But boy, I mean, you passed him some really good, maybe
Mm,
generational quarterbacks now. That's all I'm saying. I know I'll at least think about who I'm getting as my quarterback for 2024. But that is not their problem. This problem belongs to Chicago
no.
Bears. So I do apologize. But I said, man, Carolina could have been sitting real pretty right now.
Hmm.
If they would never got Bryce Young or go for a quarterback, I'd say, you know what? Screw this quarterback class. I'm going for next year. That's how I
Oh,
feel.
fair enough. Fair enough. But yeah, Carlos? Who do the Bears
All
pick at
right.
number one?
At number one, the Chicago Bears will select Caleb Williams, quarterback
What?
USC. Yeah, it
Shock.
is no surprise to everyone that we have Caleb Williams going to Chicago Bears. He's been pretty much the number one overall pick for the last couple of years now. Not just
Yeah.
this past year, but the year before that, where he was really god tier. And he's being compared to Pat Mahomes, but a smaller version. You
Mm,
know, he
small.
yeah, he's 6'1". He's still stout though. He's a stout 6'1". So he's not a Bryce Young 5'11", 6 foot. He's a stout 215 pounds. Bryce Young is barely 190. That's being nice to Bryce Young. Uh,
That's being nice.
yeah, it's being nice, right? But
Yeah.
what do you think about
He's 22 years
what
old.
do you think about the
I
Bears
used to,
going with Caleb Williams?
yeah, like, the Bears, yeah, no, it makes sense. Like, they shipped off Justin Fields after sort of, but is it just history repeating themselves? It is, isn't it? Mitch Trubisky wasn't re-signed, so they draft Justin Fields under this old regime by Matt Nagy, and then Matt Nagy ruined Justin Fields for the year, so he got fired. So they brought in Uber Foods, and then after a couple of years, they give up on Fields. Well, this year, Uber Foods is somehow still the head coach, even though he should have been fired. Sort of like what Matt Nagy was, and now they're drafting another QB. So history is full on repeating itself. But I like Williams. He thrived over the last 3 years, and obviously he's got Lincoln Riley and all that. But it's again that modernized air raid system. So it could show off his talent of his arm and all that kind of stuff. But 3,603 passing yards, 30 touchdowns, 5 interceptions. Beautiful. And then QBR of 82.4. Um, he did uh, he did struggle this year. I think it was a dip year for Caleb Williams. I think we all agree that, but it wasn't like he was terrible. He did. It was a bit of up and down, but hey, everyone agrees this is number one pick. Bears have the number one pick. They have no QB on the roster, I don't think. Um, they're going to go for it, and hopefully they don't bear it up.
I don't pair it up. I got Haley Gordon in the business. Carlos, hey, my baby. What's up, love? Always good to see you. I got Matthew. I think number two will be Jaden Daniels, the Commanders. Matthew, welcome to
Mm.
Uneducated Sports Talk. Man, represent your ride or die squad. I don't care what team it is. I don't care what sport. I don't care if it's high school, college, or pros. Welcome to USC Nation, man. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, my brother. What's good? Caleb Williams going to the Bears. Yeah, look, I agree. It's a unanimous decision. Only because of the star power that he can bring to the state. If there's one guy that can break the curse of the Chicago Bear quarterback, you hope that it's Caleb Williams with his style of play, right? And we've all saw the skin. Now he had issues. You're right about that, but I do believe it's part of
Mm.
a lot of his weapons left after that first
Yeah.
year. Yeah, so he had to deal with a younger crowd, a younger core of receivers as well, young core and running backs too. So yeah, it's kind of tough. And Matthew's Falcons are my team. Okay, Matthew, I got you, man. Rise up. Got old
Right. Right.
got old Kirko Chains in the building. Let's go, man. Got Kirk Cousins,
Yes.
as your quarterback. That's dope, man. But yeah, I believe Caleb Williams is the number one pick in this draft. The Bears. Right now, once they traded Fields away, that was a no-brainer. They're getting Caleb Williams, and
Oh,
on
absolutely.
top, I thought the no-brainer was getting Keenan Allen. I was like, Keenan Allen's not for Justin Fields. Nope. That is a quarterback in this draft kind of pick. It wasn't a this is for you, Justin Fields. No, it wasn't. I just felt that way. And some probably felt opposite, like, oh, they're giving Fields more weapons. Like, nah, they're getting weapons because they can't trust Fields with what he has. Sometimes as a quarterback, even when you have bad weapons, you kind of gotta uplift them with your style or with your play. Like, Pat Mahomes. I mean, that's unfair though, because Pat Mahomes is almost a goat. But we saw what
Yeah.
Pat
Yeah.
Mahomes
Like.
did. Yeah. We saw what he did with like no weapons though. He had Kelsey and pretty
Oh,
much nothing else, and a rookie
he might not
receiver.
have Rice next year
Oh my
with
goodness,
that. All that's
yeah.
going on.
Oh my goodness, yeah. They're definitely getting a receiver now, right? All right, so
Yeah.
we got Caleb Williams going number one to Chicago Bears. Kind of a no-brainer, you guys. All right, you guys ready for the number two overall pick? All right, the Washington Commanders are on what they call it, on the clock, yeah. And then we
On the
got
clock.
pretty
Yeah.
much Drake Mays, the Patriots, excuse me, on deck. I just spoiled something, yeah. But anyways, let's go with the number two pick. The Washington Commanders will select Jaden Daniels, quarterback from
Oh.
LSU. This guy is about the closest, in my opinion, to Caleb Williams, right? To make a challenge to go
Hmm.
play for Chicago. I think Chicago is not even worried about whether it be Drake May or McCarthy or Bo Nix. They're not worried about none of those guys. It was either Williams or it was Daniels. I think,
Yeah.
right? So they were going with
uh,
quarterback. So, how you feel about Jaden Daniels going to the Commanders?
I like it. Like you had a really good point. Um, you had a really good point. Oh, sorry, something's broken. Have I frozen? No, I'm here. You had a really good point that why would they essentially uh, draft the same player twice? If you know what I mean, they're both from the not Heineke. Oh my goodness, what's his name?
Somehow.
How? How was North, not North Dakota, no, North Carolina?
Yeah, both. Yep,
North Carolina.
yep,
Both of
both
them
Tar Heels.
were, yeah. Why would they also go back to North Carolina QB after seeing what Hal was? Like, okay, he was good. Like, he had his moments, but, you know, so that's why I ruled out Drake May. Jen Daniels, I think, is fun. You know what I mean? What was his stats? It was 3,840 touchdowns, 4 interceptions, and 95.6. That is great QP, and he won the Heisman, so that's always great. That always puts your stock up over Drake May. You know, he's a bit flawed, but they've got Dan Quinn who can focus on the offense, and obviously they brought in Cliff Kingsbury to focus on the QB. So
Yes,
hopefully
yes,
with that, and
yes.
obviously Cliff Kingsbury worked with K Williams, they're hoping some of that energy would rub off. But he's got the mobility, and he's got a fantastic arm talent. So it's going to be fun. And unfortunately, the Commanders might have a good QB
Oh yes, yeah. Says the Eagle Man. But
there.
I agree though with like Jaden Daniels. Yeah, I think he's the closest to Caleb Williams, and I wouldn't even be shocked, honestly. Honestly, if the Bears said, you know what, F it, we're going with Jaden Daniels. You know, I would
Oh,
not be. I
really?
wouldn't be shocked at all. I think Jaden Daniels is that good. He's that talented. But I told you earlier, I think behind the scenes a couple days ago that Washington D.C. the name or their nickname is called Chocolate City. So, get
Yes.
you a chocolate quarterback once again, with no mistakes, no RG3 mistakes from the GM or the head coach. Let's go with Jaden Daniels. And to your point, you said, TJ, why would you go back to back schools with the quarterback position? I wouldn't do it either. It felt like it was obvious Jaden Daniels is the guy for the Commanders. I think he's going to rise to the occasion, and I cannot wait to see him more than Caleb Williams, honestly. I want to
Yeah.
see what Jaden Daniels does in the NFL. It's going to be awesome to watch him maneuver in that that new offense for the Commanders whenever it shall be. We got Johnny Kenny says, "How y'all doing? Say hello to my friends Tony, Rimskizzles, and Ty the Hurricane. What up, Tony? What
What
up,
up?
Rimskizzles and Ty the Hurricane? Y'all do me a favor, y'all. Come on to YouTube, hit that subscribe button to Uneducated Sports Talk, and represent your ride or die squad. I don't care what team it is. I don't care what sport. I don't care if it's high school, college, or pros. Infinity loves that Jaden Daniels pick. He says LSU, LSU, LSU. Philly is in the building. Says them birds. All right, we got a Philly fan once again with you, TJ. Philly's in the building.
Ooh, let's
And oh, and,
go.
and Johnny Kenny
That's,
is also an Eagles guy. So yeah, we got some Eagles fans in there showing some love. What's good?
yes. Let's go to the Eagles
Hey,
fans.
Philly, I'm
Represent.
good, man. I'm good, brother. Hope all is well. You guys are awesome. So far, we got Caleb Williams, not one, and we have Jaden Daniels, number two, to the Commanders. So far, so good, right? Let's keep it rocking and rolling, you guys. At number three, the New England Patriots. Desperate need of a changeover. They got Gerard Mayo now as their head coach. Bye bye Bill Belichick. So now it's a new era
Oh,
in New England. And when you have a new era and you have a quarterback in your sights, you just gotta go with it. At number three, the New England Patriots select Drake May, quarterback from North Carolina. So we just broke down how the Commanders will be really foolish to go with the same quarterback pretty much back to back years from the same school. The Patriots, by the way, say, no, we'll go ahead and take him off your plate for us. Drake May
yeah.
going to New England Patriots. Look, you got to get something. He has great mobility. He has a
Hmm.
great touch, a good arm, and he could be
Very good
someone.
arm.
He could be someone that can really rise to the occasion. The Mac Jones, let's be honest, those kind of guys were helped by the system,
Ooh.
right? The Alabama system. Those guys drive me crazy when they look so good in college because everyone blocks well, everyone catches, everyone runs really well for that same Bama squad or whoever that really good team is. As far as North Carolina was, they had some flaws, but Drake May stood over those flaws. That's why he is a top three pick in this draft. So I got the Patriots going Drake May. How you feel about this, TJ?
No, I agree. Yeah. His arm talent was great. His mobility is, I think, a bit underrated for him. He does like attacking the middle of the field. The touchdowns are a bit low. Obviously, the 9 interceptions are a bit high, which don't want to see it compared to obviously Caleb Williams and June Daniels. And there is that uh, he has that outstance to 60, but he does have an inconsistency with some of his throws, which is a bit concerning. But new system, you want your new guy. Like the Patriots aren't gonna run with Bailey Zappi no matter how much the fans want. So head coach wants a new QB he can run with, and I think Drake may be the guy. So well, we've got him saying he's the guy. um, his ball placement is good, but again, that could be fixed with footwork, and this is what these NFL systems are for, to fix problems. Look at Josh Allen, terrible when he came out. I wouldn't say terrible. He had his major problems, and then they used computers to fix him, and he turned into one of the best QBs in the NFL. So, are we looking at in the next Josh Allen? Who knows?
Who knows, man? I like that.
Who
You never know.
knows?
I would hate that though, because I like New England not being good. Right now, I like New England not being good at all. It's like yes, it feels good, but then to suck again. You know, Daniel Barry Sports
Suffer.
Highlight said, "What's up, everyone? How's it going? What's up, Daniel Barry? Peter said, what's up, DBSH? All right, y'all. So far, 3 picks, 3 quarterbacks in there. Let's go with our number 4 pick now. The Arizona Cardinals. They also have some kind of like new regime from last year. Their head coach and did a great
Hmm.
job with the Cardinals. Let's just keep it real. They were competitive for
Yeah.
about 15 or 14 of those 17 games, and they
Hmm.
played their asses off, and I respect that, man. So I was very shocked about how well they played all year. You know, just the fact that talent wasn't there to match up with the other teams. That's why the record is what the record is. But love this team. Let's go with it. At number 4, the Arizona Cardinals. We have them selecting Marvin Harrison Jr., wide receiver from Ohio State. How you feel about this, TJ?
I really like it. They need. I also want to. Sorry, I want to go back. Hands up. I took the Mickey out of Jonathan Gannon. I thought he would suck. I thought he'd be fired. Turns out I don't know what I'm talking about. So now listen to what I'm talking about. These players. So no, I like this player. They need weapons. Obviously, I think it was last year they got rid of DeAndre Hopkins. They still had Hollywood Brown on their roster, but now he's gone. I honestly can't. I don't know a single wide receiver on the Cardinals right now. So they need that talent. They need that press. Hey, he's 6'4", or 6'3", 209 pounds. He's 21 years old, so if he's a great, he's got him for a long time. 1,200 yards, 14 touchdowns, 67 receptions. Fantastic. He is, I think, one of the most complete prospects of wide receiver wise coming out of the NFL. And uh, yeah, they need this sort of weapon to become competitive because last year was a write-off year for Jonathan Gannon because obviously Kyler Murray was injured, and now he's going to be there for 4 years. And give your quarterback help. I know, and to do that is to draft well, and I think he's from a great player in this draft. So, well, yeah, what do you think?
Yeah, I like it. If there was there are obviously that board, like the best player, not
Yeah,
necessarily the number one overall pick, whatever, but the best player. I think Marvin Harrison is really up there, top two guy of the entire draft. This dude is, like you said, the total package. Route running, his hands are amazing. His run after the catch is amazing as well. He didn't really show a lot. I mean, I think he showed more from Ohio State days. I think the NFL will suit him much better than college, honestly, because he's not fast, but he's NFL fast. He's football fast. He's Jerry
got
Rice.
yeah.
Like Jerry Rice, like is broken every single receiving record there is to think of, right? Dude ran like a 4.7, 4.6 in his combine, right? But in the NFL, you can't catch him. He's got football speed. Marvin Harrison has football speed, in my opinion. Once he gets open,
Ooh.
you can't catch him. You think he's a lot slower than what he is. I like the Cardinals going with this. Don't mess up what you got with Kyler Murray. He could be that dude. So yes, they went with the receiver in our opinion. I think Marvin Harrison Jr. is going to fit in just fine with Kyler Murray, and I'm very excited to see him with the Arizona Cardinals if this is the real deal. And to
Yeah.
answer you guys' question once again, there are no trades in this mock
No,
draft. No
no
trades.
trades. No
No
trades.
trades. There are no trades in this. Not at all. So
Because you honestly don't know.
yeah,
Like a couple of years ago, would you ever put the Eagles trading with the Cowboys to go up and get Devontae Smith?
right.
Absolutely not. You
Crazy.
don't draft with NFL. You don't draft with trade with your rivals, and yet we did.
And I don't know how the Cowboys allowed that to happen, but okay.
They got Michael Parsons, so I think they're happy.
Yeah. You're right about that. Yeah. Yeah. So we had our first non-quarterback off the board. Next now,
Mhm.
the number 5 pick, the Los Angeles Chargers. We got Jim Harbaugh, fresh off of a national championship with the Michigan Wolverines. He's going to be now the head coach for the Chargers. He's got decisions to make, and we both agreed he's got to go with someone physical. And he's
Yeah.
been saying that. He's been talking a lot of O line. He's been talking a lot of this physicality. Just be physical at the point of attack, because that is what makes you from a good team to a great team. And I this is one of our ones. I think we flipped on this one, right?
This is our
This
first
is our
flip.
first flip, so we both came in there with a disagreement, but we flipped it, and I won, y'all. So if you mad about
Here
this pick,
one.
be mad at me. Here we go.
All of the.
At number 5, ladies and gentlemen, the Los Angeles Chargers will select Brock Bowers, tight end from Georgia.
Ooh.
Yeah. Let's get it. Yeah,
Let's
you guys
go.
are right. Yeah, Brock Bowers, tight end. You guys nailed it,
Yeah.
man. I think the Chargers
Yeah.
go ahead and get Brock Bowers. Watching the chat right now, we had a couple guys say it's probably Brock Bowers. Yeah, they went. Now I had a good tease for you guys. That's probably why you knew it. The fact that Brock Bowers is a gritty kind of player, but he's
Yeah.
also Gronkowski like, but he can catch like Kelsey. And he can run like Kelsey. This dude,
Oh, yeah.
if used right, and you got Justin Herbert, and Herbert has done very well with his tight ends, whether it be Gerald Everett. who can't catch to save his life. But guys like he's done very well on the tight end position, so I think Brock Bowers is going to fit in just fine. But also
Mhm.
his run blocking skills are above average, so he's a very strong dude, very passionate dude. 6'3", 243. He looks like he's 220, 225, but he's 243. He's a big dude. He's a
Yeah.
big dude. How you feel about this pick from John Harbaugh?
Oh, I love it. Justin Herbert did lose weapons this offseason. I think that's well known. And this is a perfect weapon to replace because he could help in both the run game and the pass game. Where a couple of years ago we had Kyle Pitts, who was just essentially a catcher. He was just a receiver. They called him a wide receiver at tight end. This guy, he's a fantastic blocker, and he's got incredibly elite catching ability. He won pretty much all the awards whilst he was in college. What was it? It was
Like the Mackey Award? Is it Mackey for tight end?
Mackey Award. I think he won SEC's freshman year. He is the best tight end in this draft, clearly the best well-rounded tight end in this draft, and I think the Chargers will be done not to draft him. Like, just draft
So
this man.
when I told you about Marvin Harrison being a top 2, 3 guy in the best available overall, I think Brock Bowers is number one. I think Brock Bowers is the best player in this draft. I'm gonna just keep it
Yeah,
real. When healthy, when everything's healthy, Brock Bowers is the best player in this draft. I think the Chargers go with physicality. They get him a good one. Brock Bowers could be a staple for the Chargers for the next 10 to 15 years.
that's no, I completely agree. It's just it's just nice to see tight ends getting love because they are grossly underpaid.
Yeah, but it's only
uh,
it's only a few that are really, really, really good though. Let's be real. Like
no, that's
you know,
true. That's true. You got your Kelsey
yeah, Terry
and your
Travis
Kittles
Kelsey,
and
you got
stuff.
a couple of Gerald Everett.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't know why I'm making
Uh,
Gerald Everett like that. Sorry, Gerald. I apologize. No hate around here.
Matthew, I had because they've asked for my original pick
Hold on.
was.
Well, we're gonna break it down because it's coming up right now, you guys. That's what he had. All right, y'all. So the Chargers go with Brock Bowers. Up next now, the New York Giants. Boy, we know about their quarterback issues going on, but guess what, man? They still need some help all around the board. The New York Giants will select Malik Neighbors, wide receiver from LSU.
Yeah,
LSU, LSU, LSU. We got Malik Neighbors, y'all, the receiver from LSU, going to the New York Giants. That's 2 LSU players in the first 6 picks that we have.
indeed.
And he's going to look, he has the talent to be a great receiver in this league. We
Mm.
talk about hands catching. This dude has hands. This dude catches with his hands. And I think he's a better catcher than Marvin Harrison. I think Marvin Harrison does a little bit of everything else better. But Malik Neighbors is by far the best catcher of the ball in this draft. I like this pick. I just hope they utilize him. That's my biggest issue. Can they utilize Neighbors and his talent? How do you feel about Neighbors going to the Giants?
I like it. I really do like it. People who know I had Neighbors and Bauer switched because there's a rumor that the Giants tight end they traded for, who used to be on the Raiders, is
Uh,
going to retire after.
Giants traded for who? Sorry. What was that?
Giant last year they traded for a tight end, didn't they?
His name's number 12. He's married to the Kelsey Plum. God dog it, the dude with all the tattoos. Yeah. God dog it,
Ah,
you see his face.
I know. This is just so.
But
How do we not know this?
oh my goodness,
Uh,
he's like when Darren Waller.
Darren Waller, that's it.
Oh,
Thank you very
I
much.
was like, man, hold on. Yeah, Darren Waller. I had to think about
Darren
it. I had
Waller.
to calm down for a second and say, hold on. Now,
um,
woosah.
there was a rumor that Darren Waller was going to retire, but obviously he hasn't yet. So it makes sense for them to go with their depleted wide receiver core to fix up. 6 foot, 1,500 yards reception, 17.9 average. He's great. His acceleration and the quick change of direction is fantastic on this guy. He is absolutely amazing. And he's just so fast, just getting off the line that, again, it could be the Giants. We could be looking in the wrong direction, but they need someone like this on their offense to help Drew Lock apparently, um, uh, win some games because they've got no one. They honestly don't have no one.
That's my issue. Can they utilize this talent Malik Neighbors has? And I hope so because the quarterback position in New York has been falling off forever now, and we'll find out, man. They'll be in the running for Shador Sanders next year. I guarantee you guys that.
Yeah,
All right, let's get it, man. So yeah, yes, to answer your guys' question, you guys got it right. Yeah, so TJ had Malik Neighbors going to
terrible.
the Chargers, and I had
Yeah,
Brock Bowers. So we had to flip a coin, and I won that one. That's why we got what we got right here.
won both.
That's why
Won
we
both.
got
You
what we
did.
got. Yes, yes. All right, let's go with our number 7 pick. The Tennessee Titans are up now. Brand new coach, no more Derrick Henry. You got to kind of start over. And you know, when you start over, there's only, let's just be real. When you start over, you got to go with your line, O line, D line. You got to
Makes
go.
sense.
You got to go with it when you're starting all over, right? Because your quarterback just won't fall in your lap, right? Unless you had a top 4 or 5 pick. But now you got to go with something gritty, grimy. Let's go. Tennessee Titans are on the clock, and they will select Joe Alt, the offensive
Yes.
tackle from Notre Dame. We got our first tackle off the board. This dude here, freaking beast, man.
Oh yeah.
Here's so what you guys are seeing right now is everything that my man TJ has put up on there for this guy. The NFL draft is all about finding players with size, speed, and strength who have the IQ to use those traits optimally. That's Joe Alt, and that should spell a top 10 selection as a future long-term tackle, man. This dude here, he is a
Oh
beast.
yeah. My bad.
No, no, you're good. You're good. I mean, this dude is a beast, man, and I think it's the right pick for the Titans because you got to go. So I always say this: if you're going to start over, get your line ready, whether it's D line or O line. If you have no quarterback in sight, which the Titans have no quarterback in sight, there is Will Levis there, but he's got to have a full season under his belt now this year to be the guy. But right now, you just go with your O line and try and protect who's your quarterback right now.
Yeah, no, I completely agree. I think last year their main issues was their own line. Like you had Derek Henry, but you couldn't do anything because there was nothing to protect them. And Will Levis, he came in, and it was shocking that he did well with constantly in pressure. They need help, and this is the guy. He has, even though his size is ridiculous, he has great flexibility and he's able to maintain a good drive on leverage stat. I think I saw his only weakness was that he can something do overextend his arms that throws him off balance. Well, if you're that big that your arms throw you off balance, like
Right.
good for like yeah, you've got some size there. So they need that help, and they're not going to win any championships soon. So build in the trenches, just build in the trenches. That's what they do, and hopefully they pick because I think it's all agreed he is the best O lineman on the board.
Yes, yes, yes. I think he is. There are a lot of great linemen in this draft, especially in this first round. But yes, Joe Alt thinks stands apart from all these guys, and I mean his tape is phenomenal, right? I am a tape kind of guy. I don't give two craps about a combine. I'm a what do I see on tape, and I'll see this dude bullying people, man. So Titans go line with Joe Alt. Let's go with the Atlanta Falcons at number 8. They're on the
Oh,
clock now. Falcons. They had a crazy offseason. They signed Kirk O'Chain. They call him Kirk Cousins. And they got some young studs on that team already on the offensive side for sure. So, they got to go defense, right? But every time we think they got to go defense, they always go offense, right? I think
yeah.
we think they stick with their guns today, y'all. At number 8, the Atlanta Falcons will select Dallas Turner, edge rusher from Alabama. This dude here, his tape is phenomenal as well, man. When he's a go-getter, he is a motor. He is a motor. I like motor edge rushers because they never give up. I like the Max Crosbys of the world, the Aiden Hutchinsons of the world, man. The Trey Hendricksons of the world. Those got motor guys. Dallas Turner. It's funny. I just named 3 white guys, but Dallas Turner, being black, this dude he's a beast. He's a motor, man. And I think Dallas Turner is going to fit this Falcons team just fine because let's be honest, they need pass rush in the
Mm,
worst way. And he's obviously the best pass rusher in this draft from the edge position for sure. Give me Dallas Turner to the Falcons.
No, yeah, you are spot on. I know you kind of wanted them to go with Matt Habel from Vanderbilt, the punter. I know you.
I would love. Yes. How'd you know?
But no, they need their defense because all they've been doing is stacking up offense, and their defense has completely let them down. But they've got a guy who had 10 sacks, two forced fumbles, like 53 tackles. Like this guy is a beast. Um, and just nope, it's gone. Nope, got to move on. He could. But yeah, I think what he played against. He played opposite Will Anderson last year.
Last year, yeah.
Yeah, last year, and still managed to shine. So he's got the physical gifts, and hey, they might be doing something done. Be like, we need to just outscore other teams, but doubt if they're not
I'm not
stupid.
gonna lie. As a Saints fan, I'm obviously worried about the Falcons now. I hate
Yeah,
that. But at the end of the day, they got better if they do select Dallas Turner. They've just got a whole lot better, in my
yeah,
opinion.
they have to.
All
Yeah,
right, y'all. So Atlanta, we got them going with Dallas Turner, the edge rusher from Alabama. Our number 9 pick now, Chicago with their second pick of the draft, second pick of this first round. The Chicago Bears, who just selected Caleb Williams. Now, what you got for him, man? At number 9, Chicago Bears select Rome Odunze, wide receiver from the Washington Huskies. How you feel about this one, my
yes.
guy?
I like it. I like it. They need like they had DJ Moore. I believe it was DJ Moore from the trade with Carolina, which is always a help. But
Keenan Allen
you're
now.
gonna Keelan Allen now. Are you gonna really turn down another weapon for your well, hopefully franchise QB? Of course not. 1,640 yards, 30 touchdowns, 92 receptions. You'll take that in a heartbeat, wouldn't you? Um, like he is fast. He is a reliable pass catcher, hence the 90 receptions. And for someone who is trying to get, if you've got a young QP getting used to the thing, you want that safety blanket. And I think he will be Caleb Williams' safety blanket. And Bears getting number one and this pick as well, they are laughing. So, yeah, what do you think?
Yeah, I agree. First of all, his hands, just like Malik Neighbors, great, great, and his catch rate is
Yeah.
amazing for his size. Only at 6'3", but his
Mm.
catch rate is crazy. I've seen him catch over 2, 3 guys. Like, granted, it's Pac-12 defenders, but still, like, he was getting up there with these guys. Really love this, and I love. You know what? We want to get the first ever 4,000-yard passer in Chicago Bears history. Not 5,000, 4,000. Like, it's very tough to do that in Chicago. And mind you, guys, the Bears are going to be a dome team in like 4 years. So
Yes, they are,
yeah,
aren't they?
so let's not underestimate that. You got a Caleb Williams gonna have that lively arm going on there. 4 years from now, they're playing in the dome. Watch out for Chicago. That's all I got to say. But Roma Dunze is another weapon, and I like the fact that hey, we're gonna put all of our onus on our quarterback right now because we have that faith that we're not gonna waste this talent around him. We're not going to waste that talent. So let's get it right now. DJ Moore, Keenan Allen now, Roma Dunze. Yeah. Give me that for the Bears and their receiving core. I think they're going to be a very exciting team to watch this year with Caleb Williams and Roma Dunze as your newest Chicago Bears.
Hopefully so. Hopefully so. And hopefully there's Bears fans that have hope in their hearts.
We got Baloo Spams. L2 say, yo, what's up, Carlos and PJ? Peter said, what is good, Baloo Spams? Good to see you, man. Showing that love. Represent your NFL team, Baloo. Let's get it. All right, at number 10, the New York Jets. Jets, Jets. They were heavy favorites last year, but then after only 4 plays on offense, they went from Super Bowl favorites to top 10 picking now. So
Yeah.
it did suck, though. That's one franchise, after watching Hard Knocks, too, I got the I watched Hard Knocks and I loved every minute of it. I was kind of
Hmm.
rooting for the Jets. Every time I watch Hard Knocks, I actually root for those guys or that team to have success that particular season. And this year that year they did not because of Aaron Rodgers going down very quickly with the Achilles pop. But now he is back. He should be healthy by the time the season starts. But where are they going with this one? At number 10, the New York Jets
Oh,
will select J.C. Latham, offensive
oh,
tackle from
yes.
Alabama. Look, I like this. You want to protect Aaron Rodgers, even without Latham last year. The Jets O line was an issue. They were an issue. Protecting Aaron Rodgers. Now, not saying that's why he got his Achilles pop. That was on him. But the way it
Is
was
it really
looking,
on him?
yeah, it's on him, man. It's on your own body, bro. With your old ass, 40 years old, still trying to do his thing. But no, but regardless, though, I think protecting Rodgers is a smart move. You got a Super Bowl window of 2 years, right? You had 3 years. You
Yeah,
wasted that first year.
if that.
You got 2 years. Your window is 2 years. You got to protect your 2-year franchise quarterback. It's Aaron Rodgers. I like Latham, man. I like him, man. He's young, like Tita says, 21 years old during the freaking season, man. And he's a very penalty guy. But I like guys like that, though, honestly. If you're a top 10 pick and the knock on you is penalties because you hold a lot, that just means you're being aggressive. There are ways that you can coach that, and I
Yes.
like that. How you feel about the Jets going online, trying to protect Rodgers?
But, yeah, it makes sense. Like, you want to go all in. Their O line was absolutely terrible last year. And like they have to go. He's the mold of. I think it's there. Lanham is the mold of the offensive lineman. That do not come often. He's got great hands. He's got flexibility. He's a true people mover. I think the only thing I saw that was wrong with him is he struggles to anchor himself in pass protection,
Mm.
which is a bit concerning, especially if he's going against these high edge rushers and all that. But uh, I imagine this is a O lineman's coach dream to get this much of a physical
Yes.
attribute with him.
342 pounds, man. 6'6", man.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, if you're a coach, you're salivating trying to teach this guy how to be an NFL, Pro Bowler from the off the tackle position. So yeah, I really get that. Right.
Absolutely,
So
man. Yeah, it's the penalties.
we got the Jets going O line, man. Protect your quarterback and Aaron Rodgers. You got to. Here we go, because you don't want to end up with Zach Wilson yet again.
Yeah. Surely he can't be on the team. How's he still on the team?
Yeah, I haven't heard any news of him being off the team yet, so we'll find out. All right, at number 11, the Minnesota Vikings. Who will they pick right now? This team is kind of in limbo after losing
Hmm.
Kirk Cousins. It's like we're in limbo now, right? They were just fresh off of a 13-4 season just 2 years ago, and now they're in a top 11 pick now. So Minnesota Vikings, they will go with J.J. McCarthy,
Oh,
quarterback from Michigan, the defending national champion quarterback as well. Um, I'll go first. I feel like
yeah, go for it.
bit of a reach,
Yeah.
but this whole McCarthy talk is going on, and they always hype that one person up that's not really supposed to be hyped up. McCarthy's that guy, in my opinion. What I saw in college, he was very accurate, but he didn't throw a lot. He didn't throw a lot. The dude was throwing like when you throw the ball like 19 times a game, and you play for Michigan, you better be accurate. That's all I'm saying. But he did what he had to do. Numbers, you see it, is not going to help him out as far as his case, but very accurate quarterback. He has a lively throw though. He has a lively ball. I've seen it. He has a lively throw. But when I seen him in crunch time in big time games, more times than not, he would come up short or make a
Yeah.
bad throw, right? So I don't know. The hype is out there. McCarthy is this guy, rah, rah, rah. But the Vikings at number 11, I feel like they're going to take that chance and get their franchise quarterback now that Kirk Cousins is gone.
No, yeah, I understand that. Like when he was, I believe when he first became a star in 2022, he struggled to get off his first read. and fell to the pressure quite a lot. Obviously, that did improve in 2023, but again, he wasn't asked to do a lot. He's got a great arm talent. He hasn't got really a lot of mobility. Like you wouldn't build a rushing attack around him, would you?
Mm.
Um, but I don't know. I just got a bad feeling. Like, are we looking at the next Mac Jones? Like, are we like Mac Jones fell to 15? This is pick 11. Like, yeah, he's got some. He's got a semi-strong arm. Like, he's actually can. Yeah, but he's got the hype around it. He won a national championship. So did Mac Jones. He's got, although he does have Jim Harbaugh. Is it Jim? It is Jim, right? Constantly boosting his stocks. So I understand if a team goes and gets him, but I agree. I think this is a very high reach.
Yeah, but I guess they're saying, you know what, we're probably can't get no better at quarterback for the next couple of years. Let's go with this guy now. I don't know.
Well, you got Sam Donald, former
Yeah,
third overall,
on his third team, well, 14, the third or 14.
for
Oh, God, dogs. Sam Darnold, at one point was like the greatest quarterback ever coming out the draft. and then
because
he
of the
just went out.
combine.
Yeah, yeah, that old darn combine that everyone just so loves about these players, man. Give me a second here.
Yeah, it's people put too
I'm gonna
much
freeze for a second.
stack in the combine. It's crazy, and I know you hear people say it's not for the GMs, it's for the public, but we know GMs put stack in it, which is the problem.
All right, we had our number 11 pick now. The Denver Broncos are on the board, you guys. Are on the clock now. And the Broncos, Sean Payton them had a tumultuous season last year. Him and Russell Wilson's fall off. We all understand that situation. Well, Russell Wilson's no longer there. He's a Pittsburgh Steeler now. And now you're kind of left head scratcher. Who's their quarterback? Jarrett Stidham? Well, I don't know. But regardless, at number 12, the Denver Broncos will select Aluminiua Fashanu, the tackle
Ooh,
from Penn State. How do you feel about him, TJ?
I like it. I really do like it. Incredible talent, like I've got there. One of the youngest prospects in this class. It's tough after trenches the draft first round. Yeah, he's fantastic. They need O lineman. That was again one of their issues. They couldn't get the run game going, and Russ was mainly on his back, which sucks. Um, he's like he's the best. Apparently, people are calling him the best athlete on the field. I did get some notes, so I'm not. Apparently, he's the poster child for the best athlete on the field. His run game apparently is a bit of a problem, and he does lower his hand, leaving his chest exposed, which can lead to him potentially getting ball rushed. But people love him. Apparently, he's got the attributes there to mold into an anchor and of your offensive lineman to hopefully help whoever their QB is going to be in the future.
My,
So yeah, what do you think of him?
my biggest issue is his weight.
Oh,
312
really?
pounds. Very light. Very light. You know, he light what they call him, light in the
Interesting.
ass. Say light in the ass. And I want my old lineman to have some big old asses. If you know what I mean? No, no. So that's how I feel. Very light in the tush. When they get pushed around, he has decent technique, but not the best technique. If you're that
No.
slim, if you're that slim, when I say slim, 312 pounds is still not slim. But for an old line in today's NFL, right? If you're slim, you better have really good technique, right? If you're a small guy like Jason Kelsey. He's small for a
Mm,
center, but he's got great technique. He's got great lower balance, right? And he is not light in the ass area. If that makes any sense, although he's a slight guy. But still, if you're the Broncos, like I always say, if you have no quarterback that's there, build for your future quarterback. They go O
mm.
line, tackle. Let's block for your future quarterback, your current one as well, but obviously for your future quarterback. Because Sean Payton is going to get, as Philly says, no Diddy. I was about to say the other one, but I didn't want to offend nobody, so I was like, nah, I can't say that one. But no Diddy, yeah, no Diddy, bro, no Diddy. But anyways, Sean Payton's gonna find his quarterback next year or the year after that for sure. And this guy's a great stepping tool or stepping stool for this particular team right here. So Lyman now coming off the board. Let's keep it rocking and rolling. At number 13, we have the Las Vegas Raiders up there
Yes.
now. The Raiders. All right, Antonio Pierce, their head coach. I love it. I love it. I love it. And they're also kind of in limbo with their, their QB or whatever they want to do. So at number 13, the Las Vegas Raiders, they select Tally's Fuaga
Well, I'm glad you're
from,
reading these names.
yeah, from Oregon State. You know, and his tape is as TD says, the tape is that of a starting NFL lineman, whether it's a tackle or guard. He brings a powerful mentality, needs to stand out in the trenches. I believe he has the adequate length and foot speed, good offensive line, IQ, and elite strength to succeed and tackle and get a shot there, be it as a first rounder. Yes, and I agree with you. Fuaga, and I saw him play in the Pac-12. I saw him play a few games, like 2 games for Oregon State, and the
Yeah.
camera kept going to him. And usually when your old lineman is getting that much camera time, either two things. He's either really, really good or he's really, really bad. Right? And he was really, really good. And every time I saw him, he was just bullying people. He plays with a nasty, ferocious
Oh yeah.
intensity. I like it. And AP is looking for those kind of players on his team. They're trying to bring back that real true grit of the black and silver of the old Oakland Raider days when Al Davis says, just win, baby.
Yeah. No, yeah. And like I said, don't have a QB at the moment. Build in the trenches. Build all the what you need first. Get your QB last. Kind of, I think the mentality that's sort of proven to work. But yeah, I've got here. Fugan is the kind of ass kicker every NFL team wants in the trenches. I saw that quote and I was like,
Hell
yep.
yeah, yeah. And I think
Yeah.
Pierce would not hesitate to get this guy.
No, it makes sense. It makes sense. He finishes mentality, his run game, and apparently he takes pride in pushing defenders against their will. Apparently, there's the good, I'm not saying bad. He can be a bit overzealous making contact in the pass protection, which can obviously lead him vulnerable for swipes and chops. So,
Mm.
but with patience, he did improve in 2023. And again, this is what you pay your coaches for to get this raw talent. And clearly, there's something there, and make them just a wall to protect your QB. But this guy's great, and hopefully the Raiders are smart. But this is how often we talk about Oregon State. I have a lot of college banners, all college logos, all the banners and previous mock drafts. Didn't have a beaver. Had to go out and get an
Did
Oregon
not have
beaver.
a beaver.
Did
No,
not have a beaver.
no
So I had to go and get that
beaver.
one.
Yo, I got Ben Mott in the business. What up, Los and TJ? What's up, Ben Mott?
What up?
Ben, represent your team, your NFL squad, man. Represent your NFL squad. This is Tuesdays with TJ. Represent your NFL squad. Matter of fact, let's see our like button right now. Where are we at?
Oh, how we doing?
I don't even know. Let me go back to it. I might be hyping myself up. Might be stuck in the same spot we were earlier.
Oh yeah,
All right, we're at 22 likes, y'all. Thank out for that. 22
22
likes.
likes, slowly but surely.
22 likes. There. So smash that like button for your boy. Keep the likes coming, you guys. We appreciate that. Big Modest in the building showing love. All right. So we talked about Tally's Fargo. So he's a beast, man. I think the Raiders got a good one if he does go to Las Vegas. All right,
Yes, yes. Oh, absolutely.
time for my New Orleans Saints now, y'all. Who that nation? Rise up, baby. Let's go. At number 14, the New Orleans Saints will select Jared Versey, the edge rusher from Florida State. Ho! 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 Yeah, we got Jared Versey. And I really thought about this long and hard. I think this is one of the ones we had coin flip, maybe. And who
Quite
won?
possibly. I was going to keep track, and then I realised I'd forgotten.
Now, this was after. This was well after the Ryan Ramczyk news. This was before the Ryan Ramczyk news, so I probably would have went O-line instead. But still, the Saints, Cam Jordan only getting older. He's like 35 years old now, right? Cam Jordan, he's going to be gone soon. You need someone that's going to put the pressure on quarterbacks. He's the second best pass rusher in this class, in my opinion. 6'4", 254 pounds, very fast for his weight.
Hmm.
Big dude. So we got 25 likes, y'all. Thank you for that. Smash that like button. Appreciate that.
Thank you.
Um,
Thank you very much.
and yeah, I think Verse is going to be someone that's not necessarily going to make a huge spark right now, but as time goes for New Orleans Saints, he'll play big dividends for them with that pass rush. When you have Cam Jordan gone, and you have the money that we always seem to not have this year, let's go ahead and pay this rookie to be hopefully a star for us the next couple of years. So Jared Verse for the Saints, in my opinion. What you got, brother?
Yeah, no, that makes sense. He's 23, so he's a bit on the older end of the class. But 9 tackles, 41, 9 sacks, 41 tackles, great. 3 pass defenses. His speed to power is like consistently effective, and I've got here his hands are powerful and violent. The swipes look like they hurt. So apparently he's slapping people all over the field. So
God, dog, come
come here, bang.
here.
Um, yeah, his best work is when his power generates as a 3 point defense.
Yes.
So obviously he's got the power there, and obviously with him being quite light, he's also got the speed to hopefully take advantage of that situation there. So we've got a good pick, but obviously I understand you'd rather go O tackle now with the news that's come out.
Probably so. We'll find out. I know we're going line though. That's all I know. Whether it's D or O, we're going lineman for sure. All right. So we got the Saints getting Verse from Florida State at number 15. The Indianapolis Colts are on the clock now. This is one of those teams. They're just kind of another team, kind of stuck in limbo, right?
Yeah,
We're good enough to almost be in the playoffs, but we're bad enough to just miss the playoffs. And no one wants to be in
hmm,
that area in any league that you play in. You want to either be really, really good or really, really bad, right? Nothing in between. Well, the Colts have a lot of decisions to make in this draft and the off season, and we thought about receiver. We thought about
yeah,
cornerbacks. We had that. This is one of the ones that me and TJ had flipped, and TJ won this one, you guys. Here we go. So we're
yeah,
going with
dude.
the Indianapolis Colts will select Cooper DeJean from the Iowa Hawkeyes
First
cornerback.
corner.
The first corner off the board, ladies and gentlemen. And this dude is going to be the first white cornerback to play since Jason Sehorn of the New York Giants, y'all. That is rare to see the man of the Caucasian descent playing cornerback. But when you play cornerback, you gotta have swag, right? Your hips have
Yeah,
gotta be like Shakira. Shakira. You gotta have your hips can't lie. Cooper DeJean's hips, they do not lie. This white dude's got swag. He can play the position and play it very well as well. So whoever he may go to, you got you a nice cornerback. Cooper DeJean, we got him going to the Colts on this one. TJ, why do you really like this kid going to Indianapolis? I didn't
I
like
just
it.
do. You didn't like it?
I
You
didn't
wanted
like it.
wide receiver, didn't you?
I want a wide receiver.
Yeah, I liked it. Obviously, this was made before they announced they're bringing back their safety Blackman,
Okay.
who I think wasn't going to. I thought he was leaving. So obviously they've already got help in the secondary, but they need the secondary help. They've got QBs and they've got wide receivers in their division who are great, and they need that protection. 2 interceptions, so you've got the opportunity to take advantage to take the ball away. Obviously, you've got that opportunity there, and 51 tackles. Obviously, like I said, first white QB. I didn't realize that until I was making the balance. Very funny. But he's an outside QB corner. He's not really a slot corner, but he has top talent, top tier athleticism. And he has very high IQ knowledge and great instincts. And I think they need to take advantage of the position that they are weak in and pick this guy. He doesn't, from what I saw, apparently, according to, he doesn't have a lot of experience in the pass coverage, but which is not good. as a corner, but has had the success in the role with his natural instinct. So I went. He's also quite young, 21 years old. So you should, if he's great, he's got those good solid 9 years before the dreaded 30 mark come up. So yeah, I went with the Colts.
I'll tell you
Going
what
off.
though, hey, Iowa had a ferocious defense all year,
Yeah,
pretty much. So anyone coming from that defense, they played it freaking well. That's all I know. That's all I know. All right, so we
yeah,
got Cooper DeJean going to the Iowa Hawkeyes for the Indianapolis Colts. Here we go, y'all. At number 16, we're at the halfway mark now. At the
yes.
halfway mark, we got Seattle on the clock now. Seattle out with the old and with the new now. Pete Carroll, there no more. It's a new generation now for Seattle. Who will they go with? All right, at number 16, the Seattle Seahawks select Troy Fautanu, the
Yeah.
offensive lineman from Washington. And I like that because we thought to ourselves, they're going to keep Geno Smith, right? They have
Hmm.
put their eggs in his basket. Might as well go ahead and protect his ass now, right? Let's go. You got the weapons already. And you got the defense. Got a good young defense coming up. You have really good young receiving core, and then of course you have the running back with Walker and company. You got
Hmm.
your quarterback. You're just protection away from being a really good team, a playoff team. If you're the Seattle Seahawks, how you feel about this pick?
I like it. I did. I think this is a flip. I did decide I wanted to go linebacker because obviously they lost Bobby Wagner, but the coin gods decide. Um, but yeah, no, I like it. It makes sense for them to go this. He is a fantastic offense. He's flexible. He's got the agility. His coordination is great. He's got fast hands. One bad side I did see is that he does lack lower half weight.
Yes,
So he
yes.
does struggle to put his anchor down, but he never quits. He is constantly there and he will play until the whistle blows, which is what you want.
Yeah, see, Seattle's got to go ahead and protect Geno Smith. I mean, uh, we'll find out about this team. This team, I'm very curious to see the Seattle Seahawks play because they're right there. They've got all the pieces. It's about
Hmm.
putting them together. And I think if you hold Geno Smith, the last couple years has shown that he can play the quarterback position and play it very well. So you just got to protect him and see if he can withhold himself from not getting hurt or that kind of stuff. So my mouse went dead for a second.
Oh,
All
gosh.
right, we're back. We're back. All right, so that was number 16. Seahawks going with Troy Fautanu. Let's go with
Yeah.
the Jacksonville Jaguars now at 17. This team, boy, what a disappointing ending to the
Ooh.
season, TJ. This team could have easily been picking in the high 20s, because they've been a playoff team, but they fumbled, stumbled, and bumbled their way into the below top 20 now. High top
Yeah.
20, excuse me. So, Jacksonville Jaguars, they've got also a nice young squad, a nice young piece, but where do they go with this one? Well, the Jacksonville Jaguars will select Latu, edge rusher from UCLA, and I
Ooh.
do love this pick. This is your pick, right, TJ?
My pick.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I love it. I love it though. I love it because one, that's the Jaguars' mentality in the last couple of years is go with defense, edge rusher, right?
Hmm.
And they have the pieces, I think, on offense or enough pieces to have it. But you want to put pressure on opposing QBs slash your O linemen, whatever, for the AFC South. Like you said earlier, they're getting better with their core receivers now or their core players, and I think edge rushing is going to be awesome. Kid is 6'5", 259 pounds, but moves quick, strong at the point of attack. 13 sacks this year. Crazy, man. I do
Yeah.
like the Jaguars getting this guy. Your defense, if anything, don't let your defense fail. I think the Jaguars made a smart move with this one. What do you think?
I agree. No, I think what I hear is he is like he is the talent that everyone wants at edge this draft. Obviously, there is just one glaring issue. Um, he suffered a neck injury in 2021 that forced him to almost retire, medically retire, and he went back to, I think he was a fireman, and then his love for the NFL or football dragged him back into college. But when he does play, he is fantastic. He has a wide variety of pass rush, counters. and he just knows how to get past O linemen, which is fantastic, and that's what you want. So people like considering the best edge on the board. Just that one issue of your neck injury. Do you
Yes,
risk a
right.
first round pick on a talent like this, and his career might end quickly? And we hope not to. But uh, it, I feel like his talent is too good not to be taken advantage of, and I think Jacksonville will take a chance with him because why
Yeah,
not?
I like this pick. The more I looked at it, I was like, yeah, this is a really good pick for Jacksonville. If he can, obviously he's shown even the last year that neck was fine, but it's always
Yeah,
that concern in the back of these GMs' heads about that neck. So hopefully he has a long lasting, healthy career. And yeah, but I like his tape though. Boy, watch his tape. This dude is he's a physical freak. I like it. All right, the Bengals are now on the clock, ladies and gentlemen. This is one of those teams. It's like 5 or 16. You just know what they need. No matter
yeah,
where you at, from top to whatever, you could be number one overall pick. You could be the mid, whatever. You could be the bottom team. 4 or 5 teams in this draft. We know the Bengals needed this one position, and we're not crazy. Are we? You guys know it. It's linemen, offensive linemen. They're going that way. Who are they getting? Let's find out. The Cincinnati Bengals are going to select Tyler Guyton. That's right, offensive tackle from Oklahoma.
yeah,
Tita says Guyton is raw and how to win with technique at the position, but there aren't many offensive linemen who have a better athletic mode. He has starting caliber NFL gifts, but must eliminate negatives in both the run and pass games to succeed at the next level. Well, I'll tell you what, if you want someone to fit on in to a right system, it's the Bengals. You got Joe Burrow leading that charge. They're gonna get this guy together, Tyler Guyton. Like you said, he is raw, and
yeah.
the technique had, but you can coach that. I like my kids.
Oh yeah,
I like them being, you know what I'm saying, like raw like that, right? Because they're
yeah.
very coachable. Hopefully he's coachable. If he's coachable and willing to accept NFL style coaching, let's rock and roll with it, right? So I think the Bengals are just a really good O line away from another Super Bowl appearance. You start right here. How do you feel about Tyler Guyton to the Bengals?
I like it. He's absolutely massive. The reason why he's raw is he didn't play offensive tackle until he got to college. He was on the defense, so he's obviously learning as recently, and obviously the experience does show. But because he played defense, he has the knowledge. He understands what will get under a defensive lineman's skin, and he does use that to his advantage. And his speed off the ball is crazy, and it allows him to get to the contact quicker and have that bit more room, but for the pressure. And because he's that raw, he hasn't picked up major problems either. They're able, if the Bengals get hold of him, they'll be able to teach him with the technique they want him to do. And he's shown that he is able to learn, quick at learning. And I think O Lyman is the best. Well, I never saw his high school, but he seems to have taken on the challenge of becoming an O Lyman very well, and is being very so good at it that he's potentially a first round pick.
There we go. Yeah, yeah. We got the beautiful Laney says, "Hey, Carlos and PJ, just showing some love tonight. Shout out, love y'all, girl. We love you too. Appreciate that, and thank you, Laney, for showing love
Thank you.
yesterday for the college basketball for women's. It was ladies' night last night, and we had two awesome streams, you guys. Two great games last night in the world of women's college basketball. Peter said, "What's up, Laney? How you doing, love?" Yes, man. We're in the building, y'all. So we got the Bengals going with Tyler Guyton off the tackle for Oklahoma to join Joe Burrow in that click. So let's find out how that works out for the Bengals. But we do know for a fact they got to go line. They got to go
They've
line.
got to.
Yeah, they got to go line. All right, next we have now the Los
Oh,
Angeles Rams, number 19 pick. Ladies and gentlemen, Aaron Donald just retired. That was a big blow.
yeah,
But I guess you can know they kind of felt it was coming. No, but Aaron Donald's gone, man. So you wonder, like, where do you go with him? Like, you can't have that same guy come take his spot. The pressure on that guy to be the next great D tackle to follow behind Aaron Donald, right? I don't know, but Rams, they I'm not even gonna say they overachieved. I thought the Rams were good last year, and I
yeah,
thought,
it didn't do too bad.
yeah, I thought, man, Matt Stafford is still somewhat of a top 12-ish quarterback. Can't sneeze on him. All right, number 19, the Los
Ooh.
Angeles Rams will select Michael Penix Jr., quarterback from Washington. That's right, you guys. Probably the biggest splash on here.
Yeah.
The Rams going with quarterback Michael Penix Jr., kind of waiting for the last hurrah of Matt Stafford. Honestly, I like this pick. I'm not
Yeah.
going to lie. The Rams, in my opinion, can afford to do that, right? They can afford have Penix on this, wait 2 or 3 years and get his start. He's an older quarterback as well, I believe, right? 23-ish maybe right now.
He is 23, just about turned 24.
Yeah, okay, yeah. So a little bit on the older side, but when he's 25, 26, 27, get a start, let's go. I like the Rams reaching out. And this is a bit of a reach because the Rams have other options, but I feel like this will be a good spot. He won't start anytime soon over Stafford, but
No.
you let him sit there and you learn. And then when Stafford's gone or whatever injury, we don't hope that, but whatever happens, Stafford is going to have a good replacement. Um, so, yeah, definitely we going with Michael Penix Jr. This one of the ones that we disagreed on, but TJ won the
Yep.
coin toss.
I won. This is my pick.
He
Yeah.
won the coin toss. TJ, let him know why Michael Penix Jr. at 19 to the Rams.
I like it. I like the reason why I win it as Stafford's getting up there in age. Obviously, last year he had a great season. Year before it was injury prone and it was terrible. He's got 2 more years on his contract. He's got no, sorry, he's got this year. He's got 3 more years, but I think he's got an out next year.
Mm.
So I like Penix. He shows that he's got a lot of NFL attributes, and like he came from an air raid system, which is not proven well. But I like that he takes risks. He really go for the big throw instead of the layups. He has the talent there. He just needs to refine it. And what a better opportunity than let him sit behind Matthew Stafford to let him teach, let him develop, and let him grow. So when Stafford does eventually retire, he can take over, and I think that would be the best situation for the Rams and Michael Penix. And yeah, so I went with this. It's risky. It's out there. I don't think I've not seen anyone draft him to the Rams at all.
Not at all.
So
Matter of fact, his first round draft status is getting lower and lower now.
it's getting lower, lower.
Now it's like in the second round. But I tell you what,
Oof.
I agree with Philly. He did mention that although it is a reach, the talent pool for quarterbacks does get very slim after Penix is
Oh
gone,
yeah,
right? So why? My thing to the Rams, why not?
yeah. Why
We
not?
disagreed on the picks that we had, but I don't disagree with the actual pick. I do like
Mm,
Penix going there to sit back for 3 years, and then hey, he might be old in the tooth, right? But quarterbacks now are playing to their 40s now, right? So why not Penix have
yeah.
a good 13-year career,
If
right?
if he's just about turned 24, so say he'll be 25 when he takes over. That's still 15 years.
Yeah,
If he's a good QB, 15 years of quarterback play. Most teams would take that.
yeah, I agree. All right, here we go. Let's get it. So, and you're right, though, Baloo. You're right. Jordan Travis. Jordan Travis might be the last good one in this draft. That he's not in our first round, obviously, because of his injury that he had,
Mhm.
unfortunate injury that he had last season at the end of the season. But yeah, that's what happened. All right, so yeah, we got Michael Penix Jr. going to the Los Angeles Rams at number 19. All right, at number 20, we have the Pittsburgh Steelers. And they just got Russell Wilson, right? They've got Justin Fields as well. Got them both for
Mhm.
dirt cheap, pretty much. And so shout out to them. But now it's kind of a new generation. We know that Tomlin, Mister Never Below 500 ever, right? Got to rally his team up. They got a good defense per usual. Now, where do you go with it? Let's find out. At number 20, the Pittsburgh Steelers will select Jackson Powers Johnson. First of all,
Yes.
what a name. for this kid.
Oh,
Because the double last name Powers Johnson, I like that, man. Just
yeah,
just too strong. That's two strong last names, Powers and Johnson, right? As far as he goes, man, this was like the pick that everyone has for the Steelers. They're
yeah.
going with a center, and it feels like everyone in these mock drafts had this kid, including me and T's mock draft. We have him going to the Pittsburgh Steelers. Man, this dude is a beast, 6'3", 328 pounds, and he's gonna fit just right with this Steelers O line.
Hmm. No, I completely agree. He did have a lot of holes when he played on the O line, and then they moved him to center, and the little holes he had dried up. He's thrived at the position. I've got a quote here. He has a fire hydrant like build, short arms, and a barrel of a belly.
Now, I like that for my center though because it's not much reaching you're doing in the center position.
No,
Nah, it's not at
no,
all. Not at all.
no. He's and even though he's got short arms, he has a ridiculous upper body strength. He benched, I think, 300 pounds. Strength to bench press, 300 pounds defensive lineman. So he is what you want in the center. He's got the skills, he's got the
Yeah.
size, he's got the tactics, and it does seem like he is the Steelers' pick since the end of the season, which is great.
Yeah.
Bear with me for 2 seconds, if that's okay.
Go ahead, do your thing. Yeah, now Pittsburgh got a good one though. I feel like when I say like 4 or 5 of the teams in this draft that we just know what position they need. This was Pittsburgh. We knew they needed a center badly, and they got it in Jackson Powers Johnson. I do like that. Pittsburgh is trying to fight for to stay relevant, but they gotta make the playoffs and have a deep run. When was the last time we seen Mike Tomlin have a deep run in the playoffs? It's been a very long time. Very long time. They know how to get there or get close to it or be above 500, but they don't know how to win in the playoffs lately. Well, you got Russell Wilson. You got a nice little receiving core going on. Now you got to protect Russell Wilson. I thought that was the biggest reason for getting Jackson Powers Johnson. You got to protect your star quarterback, your long-term or short-term quarterback in Russell Wilson. We'll find out later on how that goes. So I like this pick for the Steelers, Jackson Powers Johnson. All right, y'all. Let's go to number 21, the Miami Dolphins. This team, thank y'all for hitting that like button, by the way, y'all. We're at 30 likes. We just reached our goal of 30 plus likes. Thank y'all for that. But now we have the Miami Dolphins. And this team, man, just total collapse pretty much towards the end for the Miami Dolphins. And of course, we got into the playoffs. The playoffs, it didn't look. The Dolphins have got to get home field advantage in order to win something. I don't know what's going on with those guys, but they have a few holes, and it's mainly on the defense side. We saw that the offense really thrived and had a huge year when it came down to Tua and of course Tyreek Hill. If Hill was healthy, he'd have been like breaking all kind of records if he was healthy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it was crazy how it went down. But the Miami Dolphins on the clock now at number 21. They will select Byron Murphy, defensive lineman from Texas. Hook 'em high.
Hey,
Hook 'em high. First of all, thank y'all for getting us to our like mark of 30 plus likes. You guys are freaking
hey,
awesome,
thank you
man.
very much.
Yeah, keep smashing that like button. Can we get 35? Can we get 35 before it's all said and done? Let's rock and roll, man. Joyce B says, hello, everyone. I hit the like. Hey, Joyce. Peter said,
Hi,
what's up, Joyce?
Joyce.
Joyce B, Detroit's finest, is in the building showing love. What is good, girl? Hope all is well, and thank you for showing love and coming on to the channel. That's an OG in the building. But I got Byron Murphy, though, going to the Dolphins. And I thought they needed some pressure. They need
Yeah,
pressure. At the end of the day, if you cannot get home field advantage, you better be able to stop the other team, right? At your home. Because these guys can't play in the cold. We know that for a fact. They're from Miami. Like, they can't play in the cold. They're not used to it, pretty much. Yeah, so I'm going to go with Byron Murphy. How you feel about this one, TJ?
I agree. First off, I want to apologize. I had to quick look, my other cat came in, if I didn't knock that cat flat, another cat who's not friendly would come in and I didn't want to fight. That'd be a horrible sound. Don't want to have a cat fight. Yeah.
A
Don't want
lot
to
of
deal with
that
that.
going on, huh? No
So I had to quickly
inhibitions.
sort that out.
You good, bro?
But no, I like this. They needed defensive lineman help. Their defense did get shredded a bit. Like all of their players got pinched.
Yes.
So they need to reload, and he's great. They apparently he's got what's this got on the spot? His freak list, Murphy's punch press are violent and strong. So if you're called a freak, that's normally a good in the NFL. That's normally a good thing. He's got the strength. He's got the versatility. His measurables are a bit okay, but he has great lower body strength. So even in the run, he does. They don't. He can stop that and get to the running back pretty well. His strength and explosiveness lead to an excellent pass rush and win rate record, which is fantastic. That's what you want in this. 29 tackles, 5 sacks. You would like the sacks a bit higher, but
Well,
hey,
not
if
really.
you
He's a that's a tackle though. He's a decent tackle. So I mean,
no, that's true. Yeah,
five
it's not
sacks
an
is
edge. It's a D
amazing
lineman.
for
Yeah, it's
yeah.
pretty good
He's
actually.
not
Yeah,
an edge
yeah, you're
rusher.
right.
Yeah, not an edge
Edge
rusher.
rushes. Yeah,
So yeah,
yeah, you're
five
right. You're
sacks in
right.
that
You're right.
position. That means he's putting a lot of pressure up the middle, and getting those. That's what you want. Any good defense wants pressure up the middle. It is rare to have a. That's why Aaron Donald was so successful. That's why the Rams were so
Yeah.
successful because he was right up the gut putting pressure where guys couldn't step up in the pocket. A lot of
No, yeah,
quarterbacks hate going east and west. A lot of them.
yeah, that's true. Yeah, you're right. You're right. He is. You are spot on. I forgot he was the tackle, not an edge. But yeah, he is. Yeah, he's a fantastic nose tackle, despite being on the slightly lighter side.
Yeah,
So
that's
yeah,
sliding the ass a little bit, but he's got power though.
yeah, that's what matters.
All right, y'all. This is basically gonna be our TJ's Eagles talk.
Yeah.
So we're gonna fly Eagles fly, cause on the clock, the Philadelphia Eagles are here. Boy, it was a hot start last year to the NFL season. They were at one point 10-1. Then it went all to hell for the Eagles
Yes.
at the end. On the field issues, off the field issues, head coach issues, but you know what? Playoff issues, and they made it alive. They're still here to tell the story. So now they're here at the number 22 pick. All right, the Philadelphia Eagles will select Terrian Arnold, cornerback from
Ooh.
Alabama. I'll let you have it. Go ahead, TJ. What are we gonna do with this pick
I
now?
I really like it. In our draft. He happened to fall to this position. It wasn't me arranging it. It wasn't anything like that. He just happened to fall, and because most people have him going a lot earlier, and they have Kool-Aid coming to us. But I think he's the best out of the both corners. Last year, James Badbury got burnt, hence the nickname Burntberry, and obviously Darius Slay. I love Darius Slay. Got his jersey, but he's getting up there age 33, 34. So we've got Ringo. We signed Isaiah Rogers, who's still technically suspended, hasn't been thing. So we need a corner. We need a decent corner, and this guy's great. 63 tackles, 1 sack. Like he rushed the QB to get
Yes.
sacked.
Yes.
You don't rush an outside corner because that's what he named plays as. 12 pass defenses, 1 forced fumble, 5 interceptions. Oh, beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. He did gain some experience in the slot, but like I said, he was mainly an outside corner for most of it. Um, and he has got the balance. He can. There are obviously, as I said, for most things, there are issues. He has some missteps and some whiffs with some punches, and he can get off balanced. But again, all these corners, they're not going to be perfect, but he has attributes that I like. We need an outside corner. Let him sit behind Burberry and Slay this year, and hopefully he will be the starting QB with Arnold one side, Ringo on another, and potentially another CB in the center in the slot. But I see the Eagles going with him. But I also wouldn't be shocked if we go O-line and D-man because Harry Roseman loves his trenches.
The Eagles aren't getting Terran Arnold. You know why?
Why?
Because he's not from Georgia. That's why.
No, he's not from Georgia. He's
He's
from
a Bama
Alabama.
guy. No, I'm playing. No, it's funny when Bama and those Georgia guys get together. I wonder what the conversation's like between those two. But no, I do like the pick though. But the way our draft is set up, look, y'all don't understand. Me and TJ's draft is simple. There are no trades. If you think this is
No.
crazy, wait till the trades start coming in to where things get a lot more crazier. How it goes. So Terry Arnold can either go down really high or go up really low. Who knows
Yeah.
how it's gonna go? So right now, this is all basic, just common sense, top to bottom per se. But yeah, Arnold is definitely a top 20 kind of guy. But the way he fell, 22. So we'll see though. But I
22.
think if this is the way it'll go, Arnold is a good pickup for the Eagles. I do like it.
Mm. No, yeah. And fingers crossed he turns out well.
Right, right. All right, at number 23, the Minnesota Vikings are back on the clock for their second pick of this draft. Now, earlier, they got J.J. McCarthy, their franchise quarterback. Hopefully, fingers crossed for the Vikings. Skull, right? But now, you have your second pick. You got to go with something else. Here we go. At number 23, the Minnesota Vikings will select Kool-Aid
Oh,
McKinstry, cornerback from Alabama. That's back-to-back Bama boys going
yeah.
off the board. Now, this trade was via Cleveland at first. Cleveland wanted trading. I think there's a
To
lot of
Houston.
trades, right?
It was Houston's pick.
Yeah,
Sorry. So it's Cleveland's pick originally, who then traded it to Houston in the Watson trade, who's now then traded it to Minnesota. So no one wants this pick. It's been swapping hands like a hot potato.
well, if it ends up being Kool-Aid McKinstry, I'm all for it. I'm all for it. This kid here, he runs everywhere. I doubt his height is 5'5", though.
Oh.
It's all good. They're like, this dude is short, bro.
His height is 6'1". My bad.
I know it's all good though, but the Vikings
That would be a great corner. A 5'5" corner who still gets
boy.
picked in the
I mean,
first.
he's got to be the best things in sliced bread. A 5'5" corner, boy. Muggsy Bogues, man. The Muggsy Bogues. I like that though. I like that. But no, Kool-Aid McKinstry, man. The Vikings needed a cornerback badly. They're gonna get one right here. I think they get one regardless in this draft. But the Vikings need
Yeah.
that defense to rise up once again. This defense is amazing. This years ago, like 4 or 5 years ago, they were crazy.
Hmm.
Now it's funny how the NFL just one switch of the light, man, and you're done, right? You're done.
Yeah, yeah. Hey, that's the parody of the NFL, and that's what's great about it.
Yeah, so I like this pick for the Vikings. If Kool-Aid could drop to 23, I do like that pick to him going to the Vikings, man. Looks like a pretty
Oh
good.
yeah, no, he's great. He started a true freshman in a Nick Saban defense. Sorry, he has great size. He's an outside asset again. He even though he is on the light side, he's played and apparently tiny. He has played against big
It's
receivers
five
and
five,
has
yeah.
come up successful. So he is a great corner. I think he is the second best corner in that defense. Obviously, Arnold, I think, is the better corner out of Kool-Aid, but he has showed that he's also got a technique that isn't always on the field. I think he's a great leader, and he has
Mm,
shown that he has the techniques to run a defense and be a leading voice on a defense, which is a great attribute on a young defense, which I think the Vikings have.
I'll tell you what, when you got the nickname Kool-Aid, you better be a great leader. I'm sorry
Yeah.
now, because if you Kool-Aid and you messing up, I ain't got time to hear from a dude named Kool-Aid.
No,
I
yeah,
ain't got
and
time. I don't want to hear no BS from a dude named Kool-Aid. You better be a general. Funny story. So shout out to my boy. I was a freshman, a running back for my high school, and we had all state guard, and his name was big old dude. His name was Jasmine, right? Jasmine. But he was big and he was ferocious. He was a leader. He was our leader on our team. He's a senior my freshman year. And I was like, we all call him Big Jazz. You know what I'm saying? We didn't call him Jasmine. No one called him Jasmine. We call him Big Jazz. We knew his name was Jasmine, but he was, man, 6'5", probably
Ooh,
340. Big Jazz was a big dude. But long story short, I thank God he was a leader and he was, a physical force. Otherwise, I don't want to hear from a dude named Jasmine. Sorry, bro. You messing up. I don't want to hear it, man. So yeah, shout out to you, Big Jazz. If you watch this, man, love you, bro. That's my dude, man. So he was our leader, though, man. His name was Jasmine. So no one clown about his name. I guarantee you that.
No, right,
Hell
that's
no,
not.
Big Jazz will knock your ass out real quick. All right, so we're done with the Vikings now, 23. Now on to our favorite team to talk about. The Dallas Cowboys. Wow, 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 wow. They're
Sorry.
always the talk of the nation, regardless of what's going on, man. But they have the 24th pick of the draft. The Dallas Cowboys at 24. We got them selecting Amarius Mims, tackle from Georgia. This dude,
Yeah.
6'8", 340 pounds. The thing is, he's a
Ooh.
little bit raw. He's a little raw.
Yeah, he is.
So when you're someone at 6'8", 340, and you're lower first round, that means you have some catching up to do, but there is some hope for you, right? It's about the future with this kid. And if you can develop him right, this is still in the draft. That's if you can develop him right, though. How you feel about Marius Mims going to the Cowboys?
I like it. Like their O line got torn apart this offseason. They lost future Hall of Famer and Zach Martin, I believe, left. No, not Zach Martin. A big player lost. I think they lost two members of the.
Teron Smith.
Yeah,
Smith went to the
Teron
Jets.
Smith. Yeah. He went. So they need a hole to be filled, and I think he can. He's got the strength. He's got the speed. He has got the attributes there. He had 8 starts. He was a bit injury prone in 2023, which sucks. We don't want that. But he has raw power. He can maintain the blocks. He's got that upper body strength. He's smooth. He's explosive. He's got the punch at contact. His feet are a bit slow when it comes to pass attempts, which can cause some clunky kickbacks and oversetting. So there is that rawness there. But are you really going to turn a 6'8", 340 pounds O lineman that you can mold into someone you want? I think the answer is no. But then again, it's Jerry. He'll most probably go for a quarterback.
Oh Lord, quarterback Bo Nix, right? To the
Yeah, Bo
Cowboys.
Nix. Go Bo Nix. Go Bo Nix.
He said, "Please go Bo Nix."
Go Nix.
But like we talked about earlier, TJ, like the head the coaches are salivating for a kid like this, right? Like
Yeah,
you
absolutely.
just pray guys like this are coachable, right? They come in there, their head down low. They get down to the playbook and they learn that shit, and you learn how to be a pro. I think these coaches they thrive off of kids like Amarius Mims coming there because he has the raw power. It's just about putting it together in this fine piece that we have in this 6'8", 340 pound specimen of a man. So yeah, definitely some upside. That's why he's a first round pick.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we got the Dallas Cowboys getting the Marius Mims. Now on to the Green Bay Packers, that same team that beat the crap out the Cowboys in the playoffs. And Jordan Love, he's the man. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about that now. He is the dude for Green Bay, and it's all
Mm-hmm.
about building around Jordan Love, in my opinion. Here we go. The Green Bay Packers select Graham Barton, offensive tackle from Duke. And I like Duke players, man. Duke football players. They're not only smart, but I'm pretty sure they grind it out, man. They grind it out. But Packers not desperate for O line, but they needed some. It was either O line or pass rushing. It was one of those two they were getting. We went with the O line factor, right? That's how I feel like protect your quarterback. Your quarterback is
Mm-hmm.
protected. Jordan Love can handle and do some things that a lot of QBs cannot do. He showed that towards the end of the regular season and into the playoffs as well. How you feel about Barton going to the Packers?
I like it. Like they lost Zadarius Smith this year. Obviously, had that horrific knee injury that just kept nagging and nagging
Yeah.
and nagging and nagging. So they needed help. Obviously, you want to protect Jordan Love as much as possible, and obviously open some rushing lanes for.
What's my guy name? If you guys, Bakhtiari, is that his name? Bakhtiari?
Yeah, but back to not Zadarius Smith. Sorry, back to Rowe.
That's
Sorry,
the one
back
you're
to
talking
Rowe.
about.
My
Yeah,
bad.
yeah. but
Yeah, back to Owen.
yeah, him being gone, that's the reason why we both decided that they got to go with O
Yeah,
line because of him. Like
yeah, he,
they've been waiting. He's been. I might. I'm gonna come through, and it never. So
yeah. He, I think, as all of all the tackles we've talked about so far, I think he's the one with the most issues. Like he's a bit on the side there. Like they recommend he should go to more interior than tackles because he does get overpowered a lot,
mm,
uh, and has a bit of speed and length issues. But he has the ideal side inside and has a bit more help from the tackles if he was a guard. But he has got the athleticism and he can uh, put up great defense on the run game. Well, what's PJ saying?
she said I don't like his smile.
You don't like his
She don't like
smile?
his smile. He looks soft. He looks
He looks
soft.
so.
She said I don't like his smile. He just too cheesy. Oh man, PJ, chill out, man. Said I don't like his smile. Oh my goodness, dog. Come on, man. All right, well, look, I think regardless of like old linemen that have potential, it's fun
Mhm.
to coach those guys as long as they're coachable. And I think this kid's gonna be coachable, man.
Yes.
I got to fit in. Look at this. Look at his smile. That's a coachable smile. Come on, man. Stop playing, PJ. All right, so Packers go with Graham Barton, old lineman from Duke University. All right, now let's go to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, ladies and gentlemen. All right, pick number 26 now. We're almost done. Look at that. Pick number 26, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers will select Zach Frazier, another old lineman. This kid is from
Mhm.
West Virginia, 6'2", 313 pounds. We kind of had a feeling, right? You just got your guy in Baker Mayfield for the next couple of years, at least 2 years
Yep.
for sure. You want to protect Baker Mayfield. You got the weapons. You brought in Mike Evans once again. Mike Evans is going to be your guy. Thank you. Mike Evans is going to be your guy, right? Once again. So here we go. Protect your quarterback, Zach Frazier.
Yep.
A little bit light as well. 313 pounds. But hopefully he brings some justice. Why do you think it's a good fit for the Buccaneers?
So this was my pick. I know you had someone different, but the Buccaneers center had to medically retire.
Hmm.
Sucks. It really does suck. So they need that. They need that center, that anchor position. So I know it's a bit of a reach. People have him going high second, but I feel like he has the core strength. He has the background in wrestling that you want for center because then he knows about leverage. He knows where to put. He's got the hands, which is great. His grip is fantastic, allowing him to latch onto defenders, and he's flexible. He is the center that I think they need to give Baker Mayfield that bit more protection. He won't blow up a power contract, and he does have weight power technique issues, but with weight and power issues, but with his technique, he's able to anchor in pass protection, which is fantastic. His arms are short, but that's fantastic for a center. He is an interior alignment, like he cannot be moved around. So
Yeah.
you need a center. He is literally all he is a center. He's a great center. Tampa Bay need a center, and that's why I went with them going there.
Oh yeah. I hope he sucks as a Saints fan. I know that. I hope he's a buzz, man. That's right. Philly says Peter says you don't smile when you're in the trenches, man. You don't smile.
You know,
Says facts.
you just
Even
pay.
Zach Frazier smiling a little bit too, says PJ. He got a little smirk, not a big old. He got a little smirk. Got a little
Oh,
bitty smirk.
brilliant.
All right, we got Arizona back now with their second pick of the draft. They went forward with Marvin Harrison Jr. Now they have 27. Where do the Cardinals go with this pick? Ladies and gentlemen, at number 27, we got Kenyon Mitchell from Toledo, the cornerback for the Cardinals. Um, he's going to be there. I like this pick. Buda Baker is still there, right? Is Buda Baker still in Arizona? Huh?
Yeah, Buda Baker's still
Yeah,
there.
he
Yeah.
never left. Yeah. So I think with the Buda Baker being healthy, right? He's the captain of that secondary. We know about that. He'll get his guy under his wings. Kenyon Mitchell's going to be just fine in Arizona. We know from last year, this previous year, they're competitive. Their head coach,
Hmm.
Let those guys be competitive. I love the fact that they compete in just about every single game. Now you add in talent now with that
Yeah,
competition. Here we go. I like Keem Mitchell though. I like it. Look, when you're from a lower school, a lower tier school like Toledo, and you're a first round pick, that means you was extra good.
you're special.
That means your tape is amazing. This kid is from Toledo. Although they had a really good year in their conference, but as far as a lower tier Division 1 school, which Toledo is, that means you better have amazing tape, and he does have amazing tape. How do you feel about Keem Mitchell to the Cardinals?
I like it. I really like it. The first pick was offense. The second pick is defense.
Yeah,
I think he has the most forced incompletions as a corner in the last 2 years ever.
it's crazy.
Even when he played in a heavy cover three scheme, his acceleration is ridiculous. I think he was like 10 years off this line of scrimmage, but still managed to keep up. Still managed to keep up with receivers. He is fantastic. Like 18 pass defense. This is absolutely fantastic.
Crazy.
His instincts are there. Um, yeah, so his technique isn't as fundamental as sound as it could be, but if you've got 18 pass defenses and his technique is not fully there, like imagine what it would be if his techniques are up to NFL standards. Like potentially no one's catching a ball when he's guarding them. So I like it. I know he's fallen a bit. I know people have him a lot higher, but that's just how our drafters happen to roll.
Yeah, that's how it is. Yeah, but hey, people be salivating at this guy though. I know that they be salivating
Oh
at
yeah,
Keem Mitchell. Whoever gets him. All right, now we're going to the Buffalo Bills. Ladies and gentlemen, Josh Allen and his team. I mean, they're probably the most disappointing team, in my opinion, this year. It was literally Super Bowl bust for those guys, and they had everything in their hands to win it all, and just dropped it. Right? You wanted the home field against Pat Mahomes, you got it, and whatever. Well, this offseason it's just been gangbusters on letting go of that defense. It's going crazy. I don't know what's going on with Buffalo. I'm worried about Buffalo. I'm worried about it.
you are.
I am a little worried about Buffalo. I'm not gonna lie. I am very worried about Buffalo. Uh, so let's see where they go in this draft, though. The Buffalo Bills on the clock at number 28, and they will select Brian Thomas Jr.,
Yeah.
wide receiver from LSU. And although I do like this pick, let's be honest, if your defense ain't all that good, let's just get some weapons. We got the second or third best quarterback in the game, Josh Allen. And we've got Stephon Diggs, who seems to always been happy. Just in case my man wants to leave one of these days, okay, you're building for the future while still saying you're number 2 right now, but wink, wink, you are a future receiver one coming up pretty soon. But anyways, I like Brian Thomas, his highlight tape. He was the clear number 2 to God dog it, the clear number 2 to Malik Neighbors. God dog,
Yep,
yeah,
neighbors.
I'm tripping. But anyways, but still played his role very well, and he's a go
Hmm.
getter. He's a go getter, and Josh Allen will love a go getter, as Josh Allen is a go getter of a quarterback. Throw it up there, take chances and risk. Brian Thomas is the one you would love to take chances and risk with, because he can jump at the highest point, in my opinion, and come down with some insane catches. The freak of nature from the wide receiver position. Still a little bit raw though, as far as
Yep.
his off the line movement, in my opinion. Still a little bit slow, in my opinion, but he can go up there and get it, though. He can go up there and get it. Now, he has to translate that into the NFL and be better at the line of scrimmage, in my opinion, to get open. But once he gets that timing down, I think he'll be a good pick for the Bills. How about you?
No, I agree. He former basketball player, so that's good. He's obviously got the height and a bit of the hands. His footwork and flexibility are fast and fluid, which is great. But you are spot on. His release was more efficient since 2022, but it needs to be worked off and it needs to improve in the NFL. But he has a great ability to catch and is a vertical threat that demands attention, which is great because if he demands attention, it takes away attention from Diggs on the other side,
Yeah.
and hopefully Diggs can do what Diggs has been doing. Obviously, the Bills lost Gabe Davis this year, so hopefully this will be a great replacement for him.
Gotcha. The Bills will get Brian Thomas Jr. from LSU. All right, at number 29, the Detroit Lions, everyone's favorite darlings, including myself. I found myself really rooting for Detroit as the season went along, especially in the playoffs, man. And Detroit, though, they look good, and they said, and I love the confidence from the coaching staff. This isn't a one-hit wonder. We're not.
No.
No, we're here to stay. We're not trying to have no 1 year and be gone. So they made it very clear. We are here to stay. We are not playing around. The one Achilles heel, they have the offensive ability. We know that from this past season. It is their defense. This is their Achilles heel. So we know they got to go with defense, right? At number
Mhm.
29, the Detroit Lions select Nate Wiggins, cornerback from Clemson. I do like this. I saw that kid's highlight film, and a word I'm trying, zesty. I don't like
Zesty?
zesty.
Ooh, I like that word.
Zesty. Yeah,
Zesty.
zesty, man. I can't really explain it. But what I can tell you is, I like what I saw. The dude has a certain swag, a certain confidence about himself. And honestly, when you play the cornerback position, you gotta have that swag because it's the toughest position I think in all of football, the cornerback
Oh
position.
no, I
Yeah,
agree.
you're already on the island. You already have all the rules against you. Yada, right?
You
So
do.
you got to have a certain zest to your game, a certain flair to your game. Nate Wiggins shows that.
Yeah, no, you're spot on. Yeah, he's a disruptive corner. His footwork is quick. His hip movements are fluid. His speed recovery is fantastic. Um, he has got, like I said, I know I'm Mr. Negative, but with his slender build, he does struggle to get some tackling and
Yes.
get off blocks, and especially he does have struggles handling the stronger wide receivers. But again, in the NFL, they can teach that. They can give him the technique and work out what to do. He is great at forcing completion. He only has two interceptions, which is he would kind of like a bit more, but he does has great pass defense
Hmm.
and is able to confidently do both man and zone. So yeah, I like this man, and it makes sense that they Detroit went with him. I think this is your pick. I think I had another edge player
Yeah.
again for Detroit, but
Yeah.
yeah, no, I like it.
But yeah, all these cornerbacks might not be in this spot when it's all said and done. Obviously, there's gonna be a ton of trades. Let's keep that real. There's gonna be a bunch
Yeah.
of trades in this draft. But we're not trying to sit back and be genies or play God because everything that we do is not gonna work anyway. So let's just be real about that. So that's why I don't like doing mock drafts where it's like, oh, this team's gonna trade for that team. It's gonna be so many damn trades. It's gonna be so crazy, y'all. So just it feels like once we get past like that 8 mark, just a bunch of trades happening like crazy. I can just guarantee you. All right. Here's one that we definitely different on. I know that for sure. At pick number 30, the Baltimore Ravens now, they have the MVP Lamar Jackson and they got Derrick Henry now. So you know this team is trying to make a name for themselves. That window was still there, but boy, they're trying to knock the door down in this bad boy.
Yeah.
Let's get it. At number 30, the Baltimore Ravens select Lad McConkey, wide receiver from Georgia. Now, I completely
Ooh.
disagree with this, TJ. I'm gonna be real with you. But we had the coin toss. I lost this one. I forgot who I
The
had.
one you lost.
Yeah, but we go with Lad McConkey. I really thought he's a lower second round pick in my opinion. But let's say the Ravens did get him. Why are they getting him?
They need a replacement. They need. They tried to bring OBJ in. OBJ. It didn't work. He was injured. It just didn't. I feel like they want a receiver to just come in and for them to develop and develop well. And I feel like he's got it. He's got good enough long speed. He remains versatile. I know he's on the smaller side, but his willingness to play on the outside and well as the inside. I know he is that raw. He has got some issues, but I feel like this is the receiver that they want to come in and mold to the aspect they want. His footwork release is fantastic. He has the advantage in passes, and he he's got NFL attributes. It's just crowded, and I feel like they will grab him, they'll mold him, and he'll work hard enough because the from what I heard, he listens to the media and he takes what the people are saying on board, and he's already talked about how he wants to prove it. He's got the football IQ, and he's willing to do whatever it takes to make better. And I think that's what Ravens will love about him. And that's why I went there. And I know it's a bit out there, and I know it's a bit of a reach. And even if he doesn't get on the field, he's a great punt returner.
And my thing is too, like he's going to be a possession receiver in
Yeah,
the NFL. But my thing is when you already have Zay Flowers as that possession receiver, pretty much you're better off going with like a bigger outside threat. Now, like I was about to say, like Baloo said, he did cook though in the Senior Bowl, so
yeah,
he
he
has some
did.
great catches. I mean, I have no doubt he's gonna obviously make a team and have an impact. I just think the Ravens probably won't be that team because they need
Fair.
so much more. But whoever he does, he has good hands too. He don't drop nothing.
He's got really good
And
hands.
yeah, he don't drop. I've seen a bunch of Georgia games. I ain't never seen him drop anything. So
No, yeah, no, very good hands. And like I said, even if they can use him as that punt return viability in the system. So he's going to get to see playing field, and it's going to be interesting where he does land. Even if it isn't the Ravens, I understand that is a bit of a reach for me. Uh, but whoever gets him, I think they've got to have a great player.
let's get it. Let's get it. Lad McConkey going to the Baltimore Ravens, ladies and gentlemen. Guy Hated Joetta says, "You so handsome." Who, me or TJ?
No, it's clearly talking about PJ.
Yeah, clearly PJ is beautiful. Thank you, Haley. I appreciate it, love. All right, we got at number 31, the San Francisco 49ers. Your defending NFC champions of the world. Very disappointing end to the season. Obviously,
Yeah.
I always say there's only one happy team. It's the Super Bowl champions. The rest are all pissed off or mad about something, right? I don't want to be like, oh yeah, well we made the NFC Championship game. No, I don't care about that, man. We didn't win it all. So, but the 49ers are back and they ain't going nowhere. Let's be honest. Their offense is still amazing. That offense is still amazing. That defense is still amazing. It's almost like let's just pick. So I feel like this pick, TJ, although I believe this was your pick, but I did agree with it though,
Yeah.
pretty much. But when you have as good of a roster as the Niners have, it's almost like let's get someone that we can kind of just plug in, someone with smart, someone who can come in at any given moment, and we ain't got to worry about is he out of balance, out of play, out of his mind, right? So at number 31, the San Francisco 49ers select Peyton Willis,
Oh,
linebacker, North Carolina State. And I know people say, "Oh, we have Fred Warner." Now, look. I like this pick from Peyton Wilson. It wasn't my pick; it was TJ's pick, but still a really damn good pick. Well, I don't think it was none of our picks, but as time went on, because I think you had Peyton Willis somewhere else, right? Peyton Wilson somewhere else.
yeah.
Yeah,
I think he was. It was a lot earlier actually. I
yeah.
think he was.
You had like the high 20s, I believe.
Yeah, I believe so. Yeah, I can tell you actually. I have it up here. I made sure to have it up. He was ridiculously high. I think he was Raiders. I had him going to the Raiders.
Yeah, I'm going Raiders. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I like Peyton Wilson going. I like Peyton
Oh,
Wilson
sorry,
going to.
Seahawks.
Yeah,
Seahawks.
oh, 16. Oh yeah, you have him super
Yeah,
high. Yeah, I do like the fit of him going to San Francisco though.
yeah, yeah,
I,
yeah.
I,
No,
I like that though. So I think he'll be a great plug-in guy. When you're at 31, 32, when you have rosters like the Niners and the Chiefs, right? It's all about just getting guys. Well, Chiefs are a little different because we know their obvious need, but the Niners don't really have a super obvious need because their roster's so deep and so balanced as it is from top to bottom. I would have probably went with either a cornerback for these guys or uh, I think it was it. I think it was his cornerback was my issue. Cornerback receiver. That was it. I think everyone else are pretty damn good. So, but Peyton Willis, we had him going to the Niners. I think he'll be a stud at the linebacker position, and one of those picks that people are like, really? But pays off in the
Yeah.
next 10, 15 years for your franchise.
Yeah. Oh, really? Spot on for what Blue's just going through.
Oh, Blue says, what?
What?
Whoa! Oh, he said we need old line. I think you guys are good everywhere. Honestly,
Dude.
man. I think this is.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
After you, I was going to say the reason why I was thinking is obviously you saw Greenlaw go down in the Super Bowl, cut it off, and his replacement who came in wasn't particularly good. Like he got burnt quite a lot. I know Willis is on the older side. I know he has also got some injury, but when he's on the field, he is the best defender in college. He's 6'4" frame is amazing. His pass rush ability is great.
Yes.
I just loved it as he is a linebacker through and through, like
Yes.
clearly.
Yes.
He is fantastic.
If he
138 tackles.
if he goes to the same, I like it. If he goes to the Niners,
Yeah.
I like that. That is in my opinion a steal. But listen, I haven't even heard of this dude. Well, you heard of him now, man. You heard of him now.
Down.
You heard of him now. Breaking news. Peyton Willis, North Carolina State Wolfpack, going to the San Francisco 49ers, y'all. All right, y'all.
Oh,
And
brilliant.
now, our last pick of the draft, of course, the defending, reigning, two-time, back-to-back
Yeah.
Super Bowl champions of the world, the Kansas City Chiefs. That's right. Hey, it's so crazy. When was the last time we had a defending Super Bowl champion? Matter of fact, back to back, right? And they had a glaring need.
Oh.
No,
Yeah.
put your hand down. And they had a glaring need. They had like a super duper obvious need. We all know what it is. It's the wide receiver position. And guess what? The way our draft has gone down, there were a lot of good receivers still available and ready to take their spot. The last one we had called was Lab McConkey, right? I think someone's going to take his spot with the Ravens, though. But let's see what happens. At number 32, the Kansas City Chiefs are going to select A.D. Mitchell, wide receiver from the University of Texas. Hook 'em high, ladies and gentlemen. Obviously, 6'2", 25 pounds. It was either between him. Look, Worthy is getting all the attention because of speed. Worthy has speed. But I think overall route running, overall discipline of the receiver that's going to come in there and fit into the NFL game, that's A.D. Mitchell, in my opinion.
And
go ahead.
the last wide receiver to run a ridiculous amount of speed was Ross, and look how he turned out.
Yeah, well, yeah. Ross was a 3-year career, and he was gone. He ran like
he was on. He signed with the Chiefs earlier this year and then retired. If he'd stayed with the Chiefs, he would have a ring.
Have a ring on the baby.
Yeah.
Hey, the way they were playing, he might have had some playing time. Shoot.
Yeah,
he might have had a game-winning touchdown.
Imagine getting on the Chiefs because he retired like midway through the off season. During.
But I wonder, does he? He retired in the off season.
He retired in the off season before they started. So imagine getting the captain being like, "Well, I can't keep up with these guys on the wide receiver end in KC." Darius Tony must have scared him right off.
Yeah, so I like A.D. Mitchell to the Chiefs. So I think his receiving skill is going to. First of all, he might come in there. We know about the Rashee Rice situation going on. He might come and be the number one. I mean, depending on what they do in the offseason, the rest of this offseason, and of course they might draft another receiver. I mean, if I'm the Chiefs, I might just go 3 receivers, first 3 rounds. Forget it.
Let's go. Yeah. They released MVS this year.
I mean, come on, man. I mean, you might as well just go receivers. I've never seen such a huge glaring need for a defending champion in a draft. And it's the wide receiver position. But Pat Mahomes is so damn good that you can kind of just plug in anybody and just, go out and get him, Tiger.
Yeah. No, I agree. He what was it? He started in Georgia, won 2 national championship, and then transferred 6'4". He's got the finesse. He's got the release. Change of direction. It's like his skills are there. It's ridiculous. He's massive, and he was a touchdown machine. He hasn't got the yards, but 11 TDs with 55 receptions is quite very nice.
Yeah, yeah, I agree with you on that. All right, y'all. So that is the end of our 2024 NFL mock draft for round one. Thank y'all for being patient with us. If you're watching this via replay, you guys made it in there. Appreciate it, man. Show some love to the channel, man. Hit that like button on your way out. Hit that subscribe button. Before we go though, TJ, do you have a what the fudge cake moment?
I do, and it's the draft compensation the Eagles got for Hassan Reddick.
Okay.
2026, you couldn't get 2025. 2026, like, come on. Like, I wasn't expecting a second. I understand that. I really understand that. But they got a third conditional pick that could turn into a second in 2026. What was that? He was great. The Eagles are worse. Like, I love Howie. Howie is really good. He will have the position as long as he wants it. But I think he has botched handling the Hassan Reddick situation because we are weaker.
Yeah.
It sucks. It hurts. I like Hassan. He was a Philly native. Everyone loved it. But what was it? Here we go. New York Jets get Hassan Reddick in exchange for a 2026 third round pick that could become a second round pick. That sucks.
2026, man. It sounds so far, but
2026.
it's still kind of close. I mean, but yeah,
It's not next year, it's the
I,
year
I, I,
after.
I get you. I got it. I got it. I understand. There's some kid right now that's freaking 18 years old. He's gonna be that guy to you guys in a couple of years.
But it's one of those situations where if you think about it, we signed Huff from the Jets,
Yeah, yeah,
10
yeah.
sacks, same as Hassan Reddick. So we essentially traded Hassan Reddick to the New York Jets for Huff and a 2026 third round pick. But when that trade initially comes out, I was like, no, he's gone. That sucks. And then I saw the conversation and I was just like, what the fudge cake is that? Like,
Yo,
come on.
can't make this up, huh?
He has to pay 60% of the snaps and get 10 sacks for it to turn into
A second round pick.
a second round
Oh
pick.
my
Yeah.
god.
Yeah. And 1 year, not 2 years. If it says he's
Well,
got 2 years to produce
he
that,
can he could do it. I think he could do it. I think he could.
hopefully so. I
I can.
want the second round pick.
Yeah, the Jets are that's gonna be a nasty ass defense as it is. He'll get a lot of one on one situations. I think he'll do just fine. That Jets defense is. I forgot that's a nasty pick by the Jets, by the way. Oh my goodness, if they
Oh
can,
yeah, no,
if
like
they
Jets are
if they
laughing.
could just get double the offensive support they got last year, they're gonna be awesome next year. Uh, my what the fudge cake moment is on a sour note. We spoke briefly on this subject twice already today, but Rasheed Rice, the situation he's going on where they found a car that was abandoned. I don't know. I didn't really read into the story, man, but they're looking for Rasheed Rice. He was on the run or something or whatever was going on. I don't know if he turned himself in right now. Do you know? Did he turn himself in?
Uh, yeah, I know the details. So early one morning, a car was involved in a six car pileup that was registered to Rashid Rice. It was believed that this car was racing with another car.
Mm.
Both the cars that caused the accident were lay abandoned. The drivers running away. The car that was registered to Rice was unsure if he was driving, but people witnessed a man wearing his clothing that he wore before running away from the scene. He has not handed himself in. They are still looking for him. But what sucks about it most is obviously there were injuries in the car accident. The young mother and her daughter were injured, which sucks. No one was killed, thank goodness. That's all that matters. But
Yeah, yeah.
racing again has caused problems, and Rice is well, we've heard nothing. He's no, we have heard he's apparently his lawyer's dealing with it, and he is in full participation with the police. But we don't know if he was driving. We don't know if he was racing, if his car was stolen or whatever. We just know that his car that is registered to him was involved in a pileup. So
That sucks. My thing is these kids are they've just got to know. They got to know, man. They no guidance, bro. When you're Rasheed Rice, man, you just made your way into the good graces of Pat Mahomesville, right? With the
Yeah.
Chiefs, and you just you're a big part of winning the Super Bowl, a huge part of winning the Super Bowl for the Chiefs, and you're on top of the world, and you got to realize at any given moment it can be taken like that. The young kid Henry Ruggs played for the Raiders, man. We all know,
Mm,
you know, your life you're on top of the mountain at one point, and a second later, because of a dumb decision that you made, your whole life can be
God.
taken away from you like that, man. And very unfortunate. My what the fudge came on, man. Come on, man. You about to get the bag. You about to get the bag. Calm down.
Yeah.
No need to do no stupid stuff like that. Where is his team? Where's the entourage? Who's the old head to keep this kid on the right level, on the right mind? I don't know who it is, man. But very unfortunate. Let's hope that thank God no one was killed. Thank God it was just minor injuries, man. And
Mhm.
yeah, so hopefully someone can teach these kids a lesson, man, and to stop doing that crazy stuff. What the fudge cake? All right, y'all, we're going to our closing messages now. Time to wrap it up, ladies and gentlemen. We had a great stream. Any questions you got, Scott? If you guys got for us now, now is the
I've
time
got a
to ask
question.
your questions. Let's go.
My question to you is, what did you think of the UFL?
I loved it. I
Oh
loved it.
yeah.
And here's my thing: people done forgot. You had you had oh my God, what am I trying to say? You had 800 total players the previous year, right? Let's say 400
Yep.
something for the USFL, 400 something for the XFL. Well, now you took the best of those 800 and put them in this league, right? And now you got a
Yeah.
very competitive league. And usually, like the start of the year is like, oh my God, this is just awful. This is all right. They got no. They came out there and you knew they knew their stuff, right? I felt like I
Hmm.
was watching NFL football week 9 or 10 of the season. I'm like, okay, this is good football. It never missed a beat. These guys understand the assignment. They played very
Hmm.
well, and I'm just mad that the USFL is up 2-0 right now with XFL. I'm mad,
Yeah, I
I'm
noticed
mad
that as
about that
well.
because I'm
I
an XFL
saw.
guy. But still, nonetheless, though, it was really good football. I enjoyed it. I watched all the games. I was at call two of the games Saturday, and I didn't call nothing Sunday because I was busy. But I still managed to watch most of both those games, and I really enjoyed it.
No, yeah, it was great. I loved it. I know even special teams got a bit of love with that ridiculous kick. 64 yards, wasn't it?
64 yards at the buzzer. And it was
64
good
yards.
from 69.
Yeah, I know that would have broken the NFL record.
Right. Like he going to the NFL next year. I guarantee it. His first kick since
um,
high school.
I know, absolutely mental. I know the attendance wasn't as high as they wanted, like physical attendance. Um, but it will get there. When it comes to the ratings, I think Arlington versus Bamaga was 1.1 million. 1.2, I'll round it up. Michigan was 1.3, and then it slowly dropped off. San Antonio versus DT
Well,
was
yeah,
70,
because
960K.
Easter it was Easter Sunday. I mean,
Yeah, no,
they
I get you.
knew they weren't going to get any big ratings for the Sunday matchups. And then of course you once they get to week 3, there'll be no more of the college
March
basketball
Madness.
anymore in their way. They'll be rocking and rolling with decent attendance numbers. Ratings. I mean, attendance. Yeah, still a big thing. I wish that Arlington would have came a little more full fledged than what they did. I didn't see the actual attendance, but their field is so crazy looking that it just looks like there's not a lot of fans there.
Hmm.
So, but I hope they reach at least 14,000 because they were averaging about 12,000 I think last year.
Yeah, and I hope it does well. By the way, this is a question you asked that I can't get Fox or SPN. No, they're not in the UK at all.
Damn.
I have to subscribe to an NFL like app that allows me access to the games, and I can't watch the UFL in this
Damn.
country unless I become a pirate, which sucks because I actively want to support this thing and I can't. So my
Yeah.
only way is to talk about it online, and
I
that's
tell you
what I'll
what,
do.
San Antonio, the Brahmas brought it. They brought it.
Yeah,
The
they
crowd was
did.
electric. I don't know if they had like they probably had 18,000 maybe 17,000 something like that. I don't know if it was a full. I don't know if it was 20,000, but I know they had like 17. That fan base really brought it, and then we'll see next week or this weekend coming up. The Battlehawks at home against the
Ooh, can't wait.
Renegades. That's going to be must see TV, and St. Louis always got a great crowd. Very excited to watch that matchup go, man. I just hope that the XFL gets a couple wins over the USFL because I don't want to hear those
Fingers
guys
crossed.
talking crap to us, man. But it's all good. Fitty Fitty says, great show, guys. Learned a lot, man. No, thank you for being a part
Oh,
of it,
thank you,
man.
Philly.
Thank y'all for getting us to our like goal of 30 plus. We're at 32 likes, by the way. So thank y'all for that. That was awesome. So hit that like button on your way out, man. Hit that subscribe button if you guys are brand new to the channel for your chance at the best damn live commentary and, of course, player play reaction of all YouTube. And, of course, every Tuesday, the NFL podcast is called Tuesdays with TJ. Next Tuesday, we have episode 31.
Ooh.
I will not be available for the April 16th one. I'll be doing my classes, yeah. So I won't be
Ooh,
available
fun.
for that one, yeah. But we'll come back the following week, which is April 23rd, I think. We'll be back. So I
That'd be
got it.
close to that would be
That'll
just
be
before the
that right for
draft.
the draft. So we got a lot to talk about. Yep. So, all right,
Yeah.
y'all. Well, thank y'all for the great episode. You guys are awesome. For the homegirl PJ, who don't like people who smile, and I'm your host Carlos Clayton, and this is my big dog, the main event of the evening, Mr. TJ Tracy. This is Tuesdays with TJ, the NFL podcast, episode number 30. See you guys next Tuesday for episode number 31. Any last words, TJ?
Have a great night. Stay safe. It's a crazy world out there, and watch the UFL.
Watch the UFL. That's right. That's right. I love it. I love it. All sports fans, you guys know what time it is. Stay smart. Stay educated. Peace. Later, mama. Love you guys as well. I'll see you guys on Thursday. Personally, I have something. I don't know what I'm doing yet, but I'm doing something on Thursday. So, sweet dreams. Y'all take it easy, man. We're out of here.
Night, everyone.